All right.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Look at this. It's raining money. I'm just pokey rich, so all the money goes to you guys. That's so corny, but I just had to do something. How's everyone doing? Let's do a quick shout out. Oh, it's still raining money. I'm just enjoying this so much, you guys. Look at this. They're $100 bills. Look at this, everyone. Let me say hi to the chat. How is everyone doing? Hey, Gerardo, there's 30,000 for you. Let me just grab it. Hey, FA. Hey, Master Blaster. Hey, Dave. Hey, Freeloader. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? Look at this. Look, it's so ironic that I'm definitely a female and money's raining on me. So I did say this is not meant for children. So I know, I was totally having fun. Hey, Crystal. Let's get this going. Pretty excited. Look at this. I'm still raining money. I'm enjoying this, you guys. I'll stop. Everyone, just to let you know, thank you for so much. I'm doing back-to-back stream, and I'm doing another one tomorrow, and then I'm taking a week break because I get a little tired. But other than that, hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and hopefully a really good night so far. And I have a guest here. I met him during a stream. I would not mention where I met him because I don't recommend where I met this person at. I thought, anyways, going off on a tangent. But anyways, I'm gonna introduce. He's my friend. He goes by San, Bubba Squad, and his girlfriend Sarah, who's a little camera shy. But other than that, I'm gonna introduce you guys to him. I'm gonna get the camera to switch over. And San, the floor is all yours for a minute or so, and then we're gonna do the 10 question. And there you.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Bulma Squad again, or this time, I guess the PokeGal's channel. Thanks for having me, PokeGal. And for any of you who are here or never seen me, my channel essentially is it's pretty much all finance, and Sarah occasionally handles little fun stuff. But for the most part, I'm kind of boring and very anti-hype. I like it, and I'm very happy to be here because PokeGal was one of the first ones who really started teaching me about the hobby. I'm actually a very new player in the game. I'm only a year old, but in that year, I've spent quite a bit of time messing around and essentially dedicating hours upon hours every day to research and do what I need to do. All right.
Thank you so much for that. So I started something new, and I'm pretty excited about it. Poke Classic yesterday was like, this is probably the hardest questions ever because I only gave him 60 seconds, but you know it's not 60 seconds. Feel free to think about it. I do want Sarah to participate if she likes, of course. And it's just basically 10 questions, 60-second, very quick runaway. And I always do this every single time. I'm sure the people here probably know the question. So you got to pick a starter: Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle.
Well, I was converted by Sarah, so I'm Bulbasaur.
Favorite first-gen Pokemon.
First-gen Pokemon. I really like Mew. Sarah?
First-gen Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. You got to speak up, remember?
Oh, it's probably still Bulbasaur. No, Caterpie.
Caterpie, okay.
Favorite Pokemon after first gen?
Oh, after first gen, I really like Rillaboom. Granted,
nice.
That was my first Pokemon game I played, and it was my starter. Yeah.
Least favorite Pokemon?
Least favorite
Sarah.
Pokemon.
Sorry about that, Sarah.
Right.
You're so quiet, I didn't even hear it.
Sarah? Favorite Pokemon after Gen 1?
Oh. Absol, probably.
And Absol, okay. And then least favorites. What was that ice cream Pokemon? It's that ice cream cone Pokemon.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. There we go. That one. Sarah?
That's true.
Trubbish.
Oh, you don't like trash? That's no. That's what got you into collecting Pokemon?
So essentially, I started with the whole pack opening thing and got a little addicted initially.
Mhm.
Started doing my own learning because I realized essentially let's go more money smart about it. And before long, I was deep into Pokemon. I went from little superficial channels like Leonhart to SM Pratt to then Twice Baked Jake, all those channels.
Gotcha. Favorite Pokemon set?
Favorite Pokemon sets? Neo Revelations, not even a question.
Sarah?
Sarah?
Pokemon set?
Yeah, Pokemon set.
It has to be the base set Pokemon because I really remember playing with the Arcanine and the Ponyta.
So base set.
And we just recently talked about this last Pokemon card you sent to PSA.
The last one I sent was my Pokemon Pal City, the 7-card set. If anyone watched Z&G Emporium submissions from, I believe, September, you would have seen them. It was the full set, like it's a Magikarp and Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, then Pikachu Pichu.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So yeah.
Did Sarah send any of her personal cards in?
Oh, our collection is combined, so.
Gotcha. So how long have you been collecting?
So I've been collecting since February, so exactly 1 year right now.
1 year.
I got very lucky and rode the wave up.
Sarah?
Sarah, how long have you been collecting? Because you're different than me.
I've been playing Pokemon games since I was like 7. I was playing on the Game Boy Pocket where you had to have a lamp because you couldn't actually see the screen because there was no backlight.
Yeah. I actually have that Game Boy still and the game. Forrest's favorite PSA card. I'm definitely going to change because it's definitely not PSA because a lot of people have other cards that they are graded at different companies. So I definitely want to change the question. But so far, any graded favorite card that's graded?
Right now, it's really a tie for me because I recently acquired the Shining Gyarados and Magikarp, and that was one of the big things I was chasing for so long. But I'd say the Magikarp wins out of those two. Sarah, your favorite of the two graded or the graded?
I think it's the Neo Umbreon that we have.
Oh yeah, Neo Discovery Umbreon, the one I traded for.
Gotcha. And last question, definitely more than a minute, but last Pokemon pack you guys opened, either separately or together?
Last Pokemon pack I opened. Hidden Fates. That was the last thing we opened.
McDonald's packs.
Oh yeah, McDonald's packs. Hidden Fates
McDonald's pack.
Main set. Okay, yeah. But McDonald's.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna switch over. There you guys go. Let's go to the comments. All right. Let me see. Look at that. Hey, Crystal. Hey, right. 1 subscriber away from 600. Really? I didn't know that. Hey, James. Met on pokeonly.com. Oh, I wished. Bulbasaur. Let me see. There's Pokemon Classic. He was the first victim to that, and he was like, "That was intimidating." Geraldo. Sarah. I assume this is one of your subscriber.
That one's actually her dad. So
her dad. Oh, hey. Ooh, you guys, we just made it to 600 subscribers. Oh my god, that's amazing! Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Congrats.
You so much. Thank you. Oh my god.
Here's hoping that some of mine came over.
I did not know that, but I have some shiny fates to give away tomorrow. I did not know. I thought I was gonna hit it tomorrow. So tomorrow, you guys, tomorrow we're gonna celebrate. I'm letting you guys know now because you guys are watching at the beginning. So tomorrow we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna give away some shiny fates. So excited for that. All right. Okay. It says stop collecting Pokemon a few years, just got back into it, and no clue. And just like everything else, you guys, this is a live Q&A for Sarah and San, and feel free to throw out any questions you have, and I will definitely do my best and just read it for them to answer. And if you guys have any questions, just type in the chat, type it if on Facebook as well, type it at all. So I'm gonna start going in. Yep, absolutely. Poke party tomorrow, and you guys, we have a Poke Dad in the house. So all right. So I don't want to mention where we met during this channel because I don't deserve this person deserve any clout at all. So what was the first initial stage where you started to see, all right, I'm not making any money by following this person, actually this YouTuber's advice. I'm going to go out, do my own thing. So what was the first initial step that you started to see, this is not right for me. So this person's giving me wrong advice.
When I first picked it up was in the channel the Discord I used to be a part of. Someone shared an SM Pratt video, so I went down that rabbit hole, and I kept. I think over the span of a week, I binge watched all of his content all the way down to 2017. And during that, I started realizing there's some stuff that the YouTuber's been saying that I don't agree with, and started chatting a bit more. Started showing that we have a lot of conflicting ideas. So then I went to other places, started learning more and more. And then I ended up at Alpha Investments. And then I very drastically changed in the way I was because I realized, wait a minute. I've been giving too much benefit of the doubt.
Gotcha. So basically just doing your own research to get things going and start to realize, okay, this is not right at all.
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind sharing to what the viewers that what we were doing basically with this YouTuber? I mean, if you just maybe a little glimpse of it. But
I was opening packs. Man, I got sucked in hard. Okay, like I'm not gonna lie. I like being completely bluntly honest. I got straight up addicted to opening for a bit. Which it happened. It sucked, and I realized it. And because that happened to me, I became the way I am now, which is very hyper optimized, and I avoid opening so much. Over there, it was paying for overpriced grading, like ridiculously overpriced. The packs were way above MSRP. Even February, before the big boom, it was essentially, if you had dissenting opinions, kind of shoot away. It wasn't encouraging anything. Overall, just not a great place because it was a bunch of new people talking to each other, so nobody was growing.
No, not at all. So I'm hoping eventually people. And eventually, I've learned when it comes to collecting Pokemon, eventually people's got to have their, and I'm not trying to be very nice here, but politely, but just got to get burnt and see, all right, this is not working out for me. We got to do something else. So, and I think that's a learning experience, and I'm glad it worked out for you in the end. So we're going to go through some of the questions real quick. I do have a couple more questions for you, but I definitely want to prioritize the question. So the freeloader note, right here. Most underrated set, or if you need cards in the hobby. Most underrated sets, or if you need cards in the hobby. So I think he's asking what is the most underrated set that I'm assuming that's the question.
Underrated sets. That one's actually going to take me a little bit of time to think through. There's a lot of stuff that's underrated in the hobby. Just um, at least in my experience, that's usually a loaded question, and people are looking for what is the most potential to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated is so subjective. Honestly, I think right now the Sword and Shield sets are pretty underrated. People aren't fully acknowledging what they've brought to the table. One of the things that I pointed out in my videos about shiny cards was typically if you set them up as the leads of a set,
Mm-hmm.
it tends to give them a little more appeal. It tends to strengthen the set. For example, most of the Neo series, we also have Shining Legends, Hidden Fates, etc. But the Sword and Shield sets, every single set after base set has shiny Pokemon as their gold cards. And I think that's actually a really underrated thing, just because they're not as easy to pull as you'd think. I opened 2 or 3 cases of Darkness Ablaze, and I pulled 2 of the shiny Pokemon. Just it wasn't
Gotcha.
exactly great pull rates.
Gotcha. So you think Space, Sun, and Moon? That's this again. This is purely
Oh, no,
subjective.
not based on Moon. I meant
Okay.
just like the Sword and Shield era right now.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. That's what I. Okay, Sword and
Right.
Shield. Gotcha. 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 Okay. So let me see here. Okay. I know who you're talking about. The new collectible girl. They know. Can't say his name, right? Oh, that's
Voldemort.
low. Perspective is who. Yep. Glad you came around. Same here. Let me see. So, what are some of your favorite card artistically?
Right now, one of the cards
Mhm.
I've been having my eye on is it's from 2017. It's
Mhm.
one of the Charizard. I think it's the art book card. It's a
Mhm.
capture of Charizard being wrapped up by Venusaur's vines straight out of the
Mhm.
manga. I've been having my eye on that kind of art where it's essentially referencing past other things that have happened in the series.
Mhm. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So, Sarah, what's some of her favorite cards? She's being so shy here.
Some of your favorite cards.
Some of my favorite cards. I really like one of the cards we have. It's like the Up All Night Party with Umbreon on the rooftops and a bunch of other dark type Pokemon.
Oh, if you want, you can go find it and show it to them if you want. It's somewhere in the PSA sleeves.
Gotcha. 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 I really like all the tag teams. Those are absolutely my favorite.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I think they're oh my god, the tag team and that's let me see. So what are some of your favorite tag team cards?
Latios is 100%
Oh yeah,
Sarah's favorite tag
alternative
team.
art. Oh yeah,
hmm
alternative art. Mm-hmm.
I just haven't been able to make myself pull the trigger. I've been wanting to buy the jumbo alternative art Magikarp Wailord.
Mm-hmm.
Those Magikarp and Gyarados.
4 copies of Magikarp and Wailord in different forms.
Yes, I do. It's just that. What else? I really like the Choo Choo, Raichu, and Pikachu.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But just it's hard to pick because they really hit their stride with those, and I was so sad to see them gone. But now they're back in the form of the special arts, and the special arts, I honestly give those a run for their money.
Gotcha. Some of my favorites are Darkrai, Umbreon. I really like that. It's about $8 a card, so I went out and got like 6 of them, just for my personal collection. Because I really like if I like a card, I will hoard it. So
Oh
I'm pretty
yes.
sure it should be renamed to Poke Hoardy, not PokeGal, but you know.
Yeah, that's why every time someone tells me that the market's in a
Mhm.
bubble or whatever, I'm like, oh great, that means I'm gonna hoard the cards I wanted. Right?
Yeah. Okay, so you've been doing a lot of videos and just reprint analysis. price analysis a little bit here and there. So I'm going to give the platform to you in the next couple of questions that I'm seeing. And again, you guys, just a quick disclaimer, this is pure speculation. Anybody, we don't have a crystal ball here, but this is pure speculation based on our experience. And just let you guys know from there. So, but I think I'm going to give the platform to you on this one. Just based on, and if you have anything you want to show me, I do know how to share my screen. Let me know. I can pull it up for you to make it easier. So, I just what Freeloader says, darkness ablaze sucks in my opinion. But for some weird reason, they made the booster box yellow. Did you notice that?
That was a weird one when I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, they made the booster box yellow, and I guess I have no idea. And I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was Charizard, I guess his fire or something. I don't know, breathing fire, but no, they just made the booster box yellow, which is weird. See? I don't know if you guys can't see it, huh? It just stands. Oh, yeah, you guys can see it. It just stands out.
Oh,
Everything
yeah, you
looks
can.
nice. And then there's this yellow box here. It looks like it's been sitting in the sun. It just, why? I've always wondered why. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next question. It's gonna be a little bit heavy, but I've rant about this a lot. So, but I want you as your guest. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna hand this to you. Do you think the prices will keep going up?
Oh, as of right now, I do think so. Just looking at the way the year is planning out. First and foremost, we have Pokemon is specifically building the year in a way to build hype all the way until, when is it that it ends? October? I'm not sure. I can't remember anymore. Yeah, October, September, whenever they officially drop the anniversary set. So with the way Pokemon's been doing it, they've successfully avoided a Crimson Invasion or a Steam Siege, because Battle Styles is one of my favorite examples. It was looking awful. I had a terrible video on it, and then they dropped the special arts to keep that hype going. And now we have Shining Fates, and they're going to keep reprinting that to keep trying to keep the hype up. We might get a crossover this year potentially, which would definitely keep the market up. And right now we're in a pack opening fever. So no matter, because just look at all the amount of breakers out there right now. It's absurd. The fact that all this product keeps getting opened up, the supply keeps going down for lots of pseudo vintage sets that are way past the point of reprinting it. And even modern is getting dwindled down to the point that I think Pokemon is considering reprinting some of these older sets. Like Rudy from Alpha Investments recently, even he agreed Evolutions could potentially get a reprint, even though it's kind of older because of this madness. And it's just showing that this is insane. I used to go to Walmart and other places, and it would just be me looking at the Pokemon stuff. Now it's so many other people. We all see the pictures out there. It's we even got McDonald's stuff, and that wasn't anywhere near enough. The supply is just nowhere near where it needs to be for the prices to start calming down at all. But whenever the supply does catch up, and it will, because as Rudy pointed out with his inside info, Card Monday is building up a bunch of new printers, and even the specific manufacturer for the specialty sets, such as Shining Fates and Hidden Fates, are also increasing their production quantity. When the supply hits, it's going to hit hard. And for the people who are heavily banking on modern being this infinite wave going up, it's going to drop hard. So for now, you ride it up nice and easy. But in the back of the back of everyone's mind, they should remember that this could stop at any point in time once Pokemon catches up. And that's the biggest risk, in my opinion.
So I want to ask you, because you did say at the beginning you were just opening packs after packs and just after packs. Do you think if the trend of people just opening packs, paying, I think, a very much a premium price right now to open packs because they can't find it anywhere. Do you think eventually they're going to get burnt out and they're going to go out and find another hobby to do so at all. What's your opinion on that?
I do think a lot of people are going to leave the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
I go to card stores constantly, just scouring, getting a lot of the way I keep informed is I talk to card stores, I email them, and I talk to them, and they've been telling me, and I've personally seen it. There's so many people trading in collections, just
Mm-hmm.
lots of random modern cards, like those tiny little binders that you see at Walmart. Those things filled with their good cards and giving those up. So there's gonna definitely be a wave of people who leave, which
Mm-hmm.
it's how it is with anything after growth. There's always an big growth and then a retracement. But there's going to be a lot of people who end up staying. And I expect there to be a big wave of people like me who are going to get burned out, decide, is there something better I can do in this hobby? I like it, but I don't want to keep getting burned over and over again, opening up products and start finding their way into the deeper recesses of this hobby where it's vintage, sealed,
Mm-hmm.
graded cards.
Yeah. I do want to mention real quick, Sarah's dad wants to say make Sarah sit next to you.
So you want to hop on screen for your dad or no?
Come on, Sarah, there you go.
Everyone.
There you go.
That's cute. That's cute. I started to realize just exactly what you're saying. They are going to reprint Vivid Voltage, and I'm going to show you a quick picture of a distributor. And I started to realize this trend where what's happening in the hobby now is that these pack breakers, and I have absolutely nothing against pack breakers. I think they bring such entertainment. Where I draw the line is that they give financial advice, some give financial advice and consider that as an investment, which I think it's total fraud and a total scam, in my honest opinion. That's not how you invest. But I started to see a trend where the collectors are not getting the benefit of it, and you need to have collectors in the hobby to maintain it. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick a picture of distributor pricing of Vivid Voltage. Okay, and I want to show you guys visually what I saw, and this is what I mentioned to you too when I started to realize this is the trend that's happening. I'm going to share my screen real quick, you guys. So, and I also want your opinion. I also want the chat's opinion. Is it, I mean, we're not going to talk about is it morally right or ethically right, but I just want to talk about, is it hurting collectors? And I'm sure I've talked about this a billion times, but I want to know your opinion on this because, you participated in that, and I want to know your opinion on this real quick. Okay, I'm going to share the screen real quick. Okay. So hopefully it went through. So that is Vivid Voltage. This is their second wave, and it says status restocked expected. So they are doing a second wave, a second printing. And the distributor's pricing is, I'm sorry, I thought it was 84. It's actually $87. And if you guys do the quick math of how some people, they're selling Vivid Voltage $8 a pack, right? If I remember correctly, 8 times 37 of 36 packs. So they're bringing home, this is what the profit is that they're bringing home. I'm just going to round it up to $90. So they're, every time that they break up a box, it's $198 profit to them. These pack breakers, people are doing all these online distributing. So that's a lot of profit. So do you think, and I don't want to go on a long tangent, but there's so much profit in these people that are reselling them and of course selling them and price gouging. Don't you think, what's your opinion on that? Do you think it's hurting the collectors? What's going on?
Right now it's really hard to talk on it because yeah, it is hurting collectors, but with the way the supply is, even if they weren't selling at such exorbitant prices and premiums, you might not even be able to get the product. So in some cases, I would almost argue that they're benefiting because at least collectors can get to open some stuff. But it's just such a mess because of the supply. It is definitely hurting because there
Hmm.
are so many Discord communities I've been a part of. Is
Hmm.
so much complaining. So many people are angry that they can't open products. So
Yeah.
many communities that they have tabs now for deals that switch from below MSRP to now MSRP is a steal, and like
Hmm.
20% above MSRP is a good deal,
Hmm.
because everyone wants to try and collect it.
Hmm.
But I've also seen the people who are, in my opinion, much more likely to stay in the hobby.
Hmm.
They started going to other things. They left. They went to Japanese. They're going to graded cards. I've seen some of them buying. Like someone the other day I saw was actually collecting Plasma Gale, which is Plasma Storm for those of you that don't know, but the Japanese version.
Uh-huh.
So it is hurting the collectors who are more likely to leave, but
Hmm.
those who are, in my opinion, going to really stay and batten down the hatches whenever the hobby finally screeches to a halt and slows down, they're going elsewhere to find their entertainment in the hobby. Because, like SM Pratt has said, there's
Hmm.
always something to collect. There's always something in this hobby that's going to be affordable.
That's very true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. There's a lot of collectibles out there that a lot of people can do. And just my biggest concern where I'm just a little bit terrified if this is a trend that's going to go, people are going to leave and the demand is not there. But again, that's such a definitely a very heavy uh, subject, a very topic to talk about. And anyways, Pokemon Classic wants to know, who are your favorite YouTubers, and do you ever watch channels you generally disagree with, just to get a broader perspective of opinions out there? Hey, that's such a great question.
Oh man, I got to find a way to say this as nicely as possible. The channel I watch to get opinions I don't agree with is Twice Baked Jake. He, he is a very opposite side of the spectrum onto how I approach things and how I view the hobby, but I need to see the opposite side to understand.
Hmm.
As for the channels I watch to get a lot of my news and knowledge, SM Pratt, I watch quite heavily. Pokenomics, Jake and Raffi.
Yeah.
Um, there's a couple little ones here and there that I check out just to get an idea of what the more mainstream. How would I put it? I have to say it. How the where the Timmies go. Okay, I go to where the Timmies go. I need to see what they think. So I go to various different channels trying to find where the Timmies are, where they're getting their information. And the one of my favorite channels for knowledge, because it's so fluid, the knowledge I apply it to Flesh and Blood, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, is Alpha
Hmm.
Investments.
Can you clarify, even though I know where the term Timmy comes from, can you just clarify for people who don't know what exactly is Timmy? If, even though I know where it stems from, but just quick verification.
So
Um,
uh, so Timmy, it's not really derogatory, it's more poking fun. It's people who are very new to something. They're moving in a
mhm.
very amateurish way,
Uh-huh.
but that doesn't just mean that they themselves are completely new. You can be making a Timmy move.
Mhm.
It's you're essentially rushing head first, not fully thinking it through, going with the hype. It's a lot of little things like that.
Gotcha. And I think that term stems a lot from alpha investment. So he calls people Timmies. And it's funny because my cousin's name is Timmy. And I always joked about it. I said, don't be a Timmy. He's like, but that's my name. I thought it was about that. So speculation on the Odie set, they will reprint cards in rotations or perhaps further back. Do you want to show that chart that you did? There you go with that bubble sword. Do you want to show that chart that you did real quick, or do you still have that chart? Because I know I saw that video of yours.
Oh, the rat system. Yeah, I haven't redrawn that yet. So the way this isn't fully answering your question yet, but I'll get there. The way I anticipate where the reprints are is through my reprint anticipation timeline. Just happened to spell rat, and there's 2 milestones I check. My out of rotation, which is usually about 2 years, give or take, and then out of print. Out of print is, from what I've seen, about another 6 months to a year after it goes out of rotation, depending on how much is still left in stock. And then it's that combined with how high the prices go. Because if it's too close to modern, prices are going higher. The higher the price goes, the more likely they are to print it, even though it's old and out of rotation. Perfect example, Ultra Prism, almost out of rotation. People say it was out of rotation. It was 1 month from being out of rotation, and then the reprint hit. That was a perfect example. $500 came crashing down to $150. The oldest set, in my opinion, Evolutions, is still on the table. I sat down. I really thought about it. Evolutions was printed into the ground for a reason. It was popular. People loved it. And it was back in, I believe now it was May or March, whenever the supply finally ran out of at the Pokemon Company, and it was down to the distributor stock. And sorry, I completely lost my train of thought.
No problem. I am playing that video now to make sure. There you go. How to predict Pokemon reprint. Just in case you guys, just in case you guys want to see what he's talking about, I just got to play that video for you. There you go.
I have a much better whiteboard now. You can see that in the newest spider system.
Yeah, let me pull that back. I was let me go here.
So yeah, Evolutions. It was never really in rotation. Perfect, because it was the base set reprinted. That's what it was. So it was never really in rotation, and it was always a collector set to begin with, and it was an anniversary set. Now we're at the 25th anniversary, so I could see that getting reprinted. So long story short, answering your question, Evolutions.
You really think Evolutions will be reprinted?
It's possible. There's different news sources that they've been reliable in the past. They correctly predicted the name of Shining Fates. They made a lot of predictions on Shining Star V. So, and now they claim Evolutions is scheduled for October of 2021. So maybe, and that's why I personally took some precautions and I sold off a little more Evolutions.
Gotcha. I think I'm gonna disagree with that. I don't think that they'll touch Evolutions. I don't. It's been 4 years back. I think if they definitely Vivid Voltage reprinted. I showed you guys a screenshot of it. I think if they were to go back, I think it will probably be just the furthest they'll go back is probably Sun and Moon.
If you want,
maybe.
If I wanted to go for a less stretchy, I'd say Team Up. Sorry, that was my Shiba.
I'm trying to find that video where you drew a bigger board. I was watching it today.
Oh, it's gonna be the one with the little Joltix on it.
Right here, right?
Yep.
There you go. That's it. I was
board.
watching it.
That's the spider system.
The spider system. So you're talking about supply, payability, intrinsic value, deviation, expectation, and other one. And the bottom is
reality.
Reality. There you go. Do you want to just talk about this real quick now that I have the whiteboard? So
sure. This I could explain. So the spider system. This system was made kind of out of frustration. I was trying to figure out a way to essentially predict the future. I wanted to figure out how is a set gonna age. And everywhere I went, literally every channel kept saying, you can't predict the future. You have to look at trends. You have to make your ideas off of I what would it be? Ideologies, concepts, and I
Mhm.
thought, and I saw the common denominators that they were all
Mhm.
saying, and I thought, let's put
Mhm.
it on a board.
Mhm.
And I decided this style after I saw Rudy's sliver system. As I saw that, and I thought, wait a minute, you just successfully managed to make a system out of this. Let's see if I can apply this to Pokemon. I tried it, didn't work, went back, came up with this, and I figured out Pokemon, unlike Magic, has constants. So the way this works is I have my day 1, 6 to 12 months, then 2+ years milestones, and the weakness of the system right now is you have to have first person evidence from someone or first person experience. The supply is how much of it was out there when it came out. Was it a lot? Was it less? Was it a little? If it's a little, perfect for us.
Okay.
Playability matters because otherwise it, it could pull a
Mhm.
roaring skies when it goes out of
Mhm.
rotation.
That's
Intrinsic value,
mhm. Mhm.
EV,
Mhm.
deviation. How often do we miss the EV?
Mhm. Mhm.
Then expectation is what was everyone thinking? What was everyone hoping for? Were they
Mhm.
expecting Crimson Invasion or Hidden Fates?
Mhm.
And reality, what actually happened? And that's it.
Gotcha. So these are the five. This is what you created. So these are the five uh basic. Let me see. This is what you use to just basically uh consider the trend of it being reprinted: supply, playability.
This one isn't reprint.
Mhm.
This one, it was the foundation, and then the rat system built on it. The rat
Mhm.
system, it's the primary thing we all of us evil investors in Pokemon face is a
Mhm.
reprint. So if I use
Yes.
this, what are the odds those prices are going to keep going up? Now,
Mhm.
how fast do they go up? If it's a rapid spike, reprint guaranteed. It's not even a question. But if it's a slow, calm growth
Mhm.
for various sets, like I guess Sun and Moon base would be a perfect one.
Mhm.
It'll quietly go out of rotation, then out of print, and it'll be safe for the most part.
Gotcha. So let's talk about Ultra Prism real quick using this system,
Hmm.
because I honestly, when I thought about it with Ultra Prism, and I have went out and I got 3 boxes of it, and I was like, oh my god, I got the news from my distributor that hey, they're gonna stop making it. Go out and buy the box, right? Buy Ultra Prism. So went out and I remember I've been telling you, I said, hey, I got the word from my distributor. Their Pokemon's gonna stop reprinting this. I say in about a month later, they started to reprint it. So let's use that to apply. The supply, right? Completely down
Hmm.
back then, right? So there was no supply because Pokemon stopped. Playability, I don't think it was not like Rebel Cash where people can play. So, do you mind helping me with the others with deviation?
Uh,
It's didn't
the
okay.
the deviation on the set actually
Okay.
wasn't all that bad because I found that a lot of the value was spread about. The trainers
Mhm.
were pretty loved. Solgaleo
Mhm.
and Hunala were also pretty valuable and still are, even though they have a alternate art gold form of them. And then the
Mhm.
rainbow rares, all of them. I think it had Palkia,
Mhm.
Dialga. Um,
Mhm.
it had a couple really good ones. I think Umbreon was also in there, and so since the value was scattered about, deviation was great, and
Mhm.
intrinsic value as well. Um, at the time, it was fairly good just because. Well, now it's incredible because of the full art trainer explosion, but at the time, it was really good because the printing quality of Ultra Prism, in my experience, was good enough that I could see people realistically opening it and expecting nines out of it. So I put all the off of nines. All right, so that one's
Gotcha.
intrinsic value,
Mhm.
deviation, expectation for it.
Mhm.
From what I recall, when Ultra Prism released, it was just another set, and people were kind of excited for it. So no one really
Mhm.
hoarded it like crazy. I think the
Mhm.
biggest thing that happened when it dropped was there was some kind of error, and that's why the supply was crippled at release. Correct?
No, I think it was
No.
just a very short run.
Okay,
I
that's
think
what
it
it
was
was.
just a very short run, and I think people started to demand it, and then Pokemon go, "We heard ya. We'll reprint it." Same
Mm.
thing. That's how Pokemon usually, when people started there, when there's a demand, they try to meet it. With like same thing with Roaring Skies, when there's a demand, Pokemon try to meet it, and then the booster boxes dropped rapidly after that reprint with Ultra Prison, rapidly. It was going for I think 400, and then it went down to 140 at Safari Zone, and then it of course it went back up. Usually that's a trend, up, down, reprint, and then slowly goes back up again. Um, but yeah, I do remember when that happened. I was a little bit shocked myself, but I mean, I guess I could have predicted it because people were saying, "Hey, you got to reprint this. This was a short run," and Pokemon was like, "We heard ya. We will reprint." So, but yeah, if you guys are interested, do subscribe to Sam's channel. Watch the video. He talks about it a little bit more, and I always like to hear your thoughts about it and let me know. So, Dave wants to know: will unopened packs boxes reserve the value or increase the value the same way unopened action figures do?
Hmm. Okay, I think I understand what he's meaning. Essentially,
Mhm.
will unopened products keep I'm gonna guess the premium that they would? Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely. Uh, best way to sum it up that anyone has ever said it: you can go from sealed to singles, but you cannot go backwards. So sealed is always going to be 100% the way to go for value, just because people want to open and gamble. There's always going to be people want to open and gamble, just like a PokeRef. People love opening his packs, even though they're expensive. And Logan Paul's stuff. And there's something exciting about having the unknown. Let me fix my hair.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's something exciting about having the unknown, having a sealed pack, and not knowing, is this gonna, if it's heavy, is this gonna be the big hit or no? And in my opinion, sealed in a lot of cases is prettier than us the singles. That's why in my background you don't see singles put up for display. It's all sealed products.
Well, as you can tell, I kind of agree with that. But again, that's very biased of it. But I definitely want to hear Sarah's opinion on this. So,
All right, Sarah. Here, take over. You're gonna talk for a minute. I gotta go for a minute.
Oh gosh.
We'll be fine.
There goes the camera. Hello. Now you get me. My hat. All right. What are we talking about?
uh, if you want to help with this question, I think Dave wants to know: will unopened packs box reserve the value or increase the value the same way unopened action figures do?
Okay. Yeah, I do think that keeping things sealed, I mean, you put it pretty simply, you can always open stuff, but you can never reseal it. So sealing it's probably the best when it comes to increase in price. It goes up a little bit. It retains its value more, I would say, when it comes in the long run for like a long term investment. Um, that's pretty
Gotcha.
much it. I'm not very good with
Gotcha.
this wordy part. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. A little nervous.
Excellent. That's okay. That's okay. I was definitely nervous the first time. I just kept on talking to get away from the anxiety. So that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. All right. We're going to try to go with this one. Would you both like to see the 25? Would you like to see a 25 anniversary set if there is one?
Oh, for a 25-year anniversary set, I would love to see something from the Johto region,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of resurface. I know that with the 20th anniversary, they obviously did X and Y and they redid Kanto.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love to see them just bring back all the Johto Pokemon and maybe even bring back the Neo Revelation Shinies or the Shinies from that, because I actually personally love the shiny versions, that art style, than I do the newer ones, just because they look more aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And I know that he would love to have more shiny Magikarps. So
Gotcha. What did he say?
he said, "Give me a Neo reprint."
That is very true. I would really like that as well. Let me see.
There you go.
So the new local game shop in my area is not able to get Pokemon from their vendor. The demand is so big now. That's true. My local card shop called me today and they ordered 500 ATBs for Shining Fates, and they got 20 of it. So that is from
you told me about
500 to
that.
20. That is crazy. And props to him, Mr. J&J Comics in Fountain Valley. I gotta give props to that guy selling it for retail for 49. Or is it 39? No, 45.99. That's his price. So props to him. If you
Wow,
guys are in
low
Orange
MSRP.
County, yeah. So he asked if I want to buy some. I said, yeah, save me two, one for the channel and one for me. So I'm gonna go pick up some tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited for that. So
Awesome.
so you did want to talk about Shining Fates. This is the reason why we picked this date to talk about Shining Fates.
Oh yeah.
Thoughts about it, and we can go through each card set, or I'm sorry, each card if you like, and just first and foremost, your thoughts about it.
Sure. Shining Fates. My initial video on it was very harsh, and I specifically did that because I had to counter all the hype that was going on. I had to ground everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand by my statement of if Hidden Fates didn't exist, Shining Fates would be second to none in modern. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's the first massive shiny vault to that extent, or it would be the first massive shiny vault to that extent if Hidden Fates didn't exist. But right now, it's fun. It's very exciting to open. I'm looking forward to opening it for other people, and they neutered it so much. I'm upset by it. I genuinely am. They pulled so many cards out of the main set for
Mm-hmm.
promos. Like that was the stupidest thing they could have done. Like, I don't know why they did it. Champion's Path pulling out one of the biggest cards from the Shining Fate set
Mm-hmm.
just crippled it. Not to mention they took out the black and gold dogs, which I loved. I immediately saw those and I wanted them, and they put them in the promo in the giant black box. So all you get is a Eternatus V and a Eternatus V Max. It's a set that should be way stronger than it is, but due to what I think is foolish decisions, they made it way weaker than it could have been.
Gotcha. So I was watching a live stream yesterday, you guys. My friend Carolyn, she opened over 800 packs of Shining Fates on a live stream yesterday. And guess how many Charizard she pulled? 800 packs. And these were from ETBs, just regular products. So it's oh my god, I think I'm like lagging. I'm totally lagging, huh? On my end. I totally am. Oh my goodness. Anyways, there you go. We
I'm
stopped
gonna
with the
guess
lag.
5.
Take a guess. No.
Oh,
2.
2. Wow.
2.
Huh.
Yeah. So about one Charizard out of what 415 packs so far, but this is just
Wow.
a very small sample of it as well. So
See what it
totally,
ends up being at.
yeah. But yeah, nuts. Did you by chance open any shiny fates at all?
I was supposed to get some yesterday, actually, but the winter storm here set everything back. My delivery from the Pokemon Center is, instead of it being in Texas, it's in Ohio right now. So it's running very far behind. Tomorrow, I may be able to open some up. It really just depends on the weather because, like I said, things are a mess in here right now.
I was such a Timmy with baseball cards in the 90s, but I never did PSA or kept anything sealed. Woo! I don't know anything about sports. I can't. If you want to weigh on into that, let me know. Um,
I don't.
not anything about sports at all. You know what, James? Let me know. I was actually talking to the cat's meowth, and I got her in, and she told me that I think her father collected baseball cards, and there was a crash with the baseball card market, and it never ever recovered after that crash. Do you know what she's talking about? Let me know. I never did my research on baseball cards because one, I never sports never really appealed to me. But let me know about that. I do know about the comic book crash that they had. I learned about that, but I never think about baseball uh, cards being about that crash. But let me know if if I'm making total sense here, because she did mention something about that. I want to know about that. If Pokemon Classic, if you know, let me know. What's the best? I love watching games back then. Let me know.
Yeah, the only knowledge I have about baseball card or sports
Mm-hmm.
cards comes from SM Pratt really talking about it, which
Mm-hmm.
from what I gathered, it was just because so many different companies could make
Mm-hmm.
baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
There was just an oversaturation. Everything was special, so nothing became special, and it crashed it. And he was just and he was talking about that because he wanted to compare it to the Pokemon market right now.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's James, did Evolution have starter decks or standard decks?
Yeah, there are a couple starter decks out there. Not all that many that I know of. Um, I I'm not sure what the starter decks actually were because
Mm-hmm.
I've never I don't handle that kind of stuff. But I have
Mm-hmm.
seen people who like they go to Walmart and they showed like, oh look, I found a random evolution starter deck. Oh, that exists apparently. Okay, cool.
Okay, I was looking at my theme deck over there that I have. That's a great question. I don't play Pokemon trading card game at all. I've been collecting for 22 years. Don't know how to play it. Surprisingly, I know how to play the Dragon Ball Z game card, but I don't know how to play Pokemon at all. Hoping to perhaps get someone in to perhaps talk about more of competitive with the trading card aspect, but other than that, I don't know. Hey, Seem the Meme, how are you going? So, and Pokemon Classic, yes, Neo. Question: how can minor collectors with little money to invest in Pokemon obtain some? I lost my previous collection, so I'm rebuilding from scratch. So I need as much tip as possible. I think that's a great question to hand over to you because you did start back new, and I hope that you are in some way have more experience in collecting the cards that you want. If you want to share, especially being a modern collector now, share some of your tips.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be great. Let me go here.
All right. So things have changed a little bit, even though I'm only a year old in the game. The biggest thing I can tell almost everyone right now, it's in this hobby, the biggest stuff you want, everyone else wants. It's going to be expensive. So you have one of two options. You can either start from the bottom with the absolute cheapest you can get and work up from there in your collection, or you can start investing. You can start picking items out that you're not too emotionally attached to, but do like them, because if you like stuff, you're going to be a little more resilient to just panic selling. Like it and have faith in the product. And then once it ages over time and it appreciates, you can sell it off to buy other stuff. Like perfect example, Evolutions. I bought that back in March whenever it originally went out of stock. I sold one box and that paid for both of my shiny Magikarps and Gyarados. It's you have to weigh how to buy and flip versus what and how to collect. You have to kind of combine them to get to what you want in your dream collection, because not everything is obtainable anymore. My end goal is the University Magikarp. That's what I want. And I'm never going to get there just saving because it's just going to keep appreciating faster than I can save. Because for those of you that don't know, I'm a college student and I have a job too, plus the channel and all this stuff. So I'm a little busy. So I guess to sum up my advice, buy stuff, invest it, flip it later, take that money and either choose to put it into the collection pieces you want or reinvest it and keep growing it until you reach your collection goal and get the pieces you want. It's gonna be slower than you want to because let's be honest, all of us want immediate gratification. We want it right then and there. And I myself have definitely given into those impulses and bought stuff too soon. But so long as you keep your eye on the prize, it makes it much easier to be patient and wait until you can really comfortably get the pieces you want. So yeah, that sums it up.
That's really great advice. Do you want to just pitch in a little bit with this advice? I mean, I did have the luxury of buying all of this back then, way back then, when it was like buy one get one free. Someone please buy my collection, you know. But as of right now, I do just my opinion, and again, so Pat Flynn did something with a great video that I totally agree on. Start with a niche. So start with what you want to collect. Okay. So let's say I like to collect Pikachus. Start with a small niche. Just go, all right, I'm just going to start collecting Pikachu. Just when you say, I want to collect everything and everything out there, that is going to be way too heavy, especially on the financial aspect. Start with a niche. And importantly, I know the ears are going to bleed because I'm going to say this again, be absolutely patient. And there's always going to be a seller that's going to sell it to you for what you want. I highly recommend joining Facebook group as Verbank, Safari Zone, and Pokemon World. From what I've just recently learned, join there. If you want something, search for it in the search box. Go to Craigslist, go to OfferUp, go to eBay, look at price, and go look for it. Be patient, seek it out. The Flex God even said it on his little video recommendation. Be patient, focus on that goal, and get it. But you got to start with a niche. The second thing is that to never, ever, oh God, here Anna goes again, never pay over RSVP. Oh my God, I can't talk. RS, help me out, Sad. I can't talk right
MSRP.
now. MSRP. You guys, I was talking about that so much yesterday. I can't even say it now. MSRP. Never. Be patient with the reprint, especially with the money aspect right now. It's not smart because I saw people selling Vivid booster boxes for 200 and 300 like dollars, and bang, that's the reprint that I just showed you guys. Once the reprint hit, it's gonna go a little bit lower. Just be patient, wait for the waves. The cards will drop. And how back then when I was collecting is that I will never buy a set or any type of cards when it first comes out. Never. I will always wait. And then there's a little bit of a peak when another set comes out, and everybody that was hoarding the other set says, oh my God, I need money so I can go buy the other set. So that's when they started to sell. I don't know if you remember, San, that's when I bought all my Hidden Fates Charizard during that little peak, the little downward, that everybody's like, oh my God, I need to sell these cards. So when everyone started dumping, that's what I call it, dumping the products, that's when I come in and I buy it. And that's usually when the lowest, because when their attention's diverted to something else, I go back and buy the set. Wherever I want in that particular set, but exactly focus on just being patient. Always, my honest opinion on that. Join local groups, search for what you want. So, for example, I got this for I got this box for $150 on eBay with shipping and everything. So with Volt Tackle, 2 boxes were right now they're selling for $200. So with this, I realized, hey, this is a limited edition um, for Pokemon Center. 2 boxes, so that's $200 here. Not only that, I get a deck, some sleeves, and I got a little bit of collector box. So I saved $50, but just do my own research and realizing, hey, instead of buying 2 boxes separately of Volt Tackle, I buy the limited edition for $200, save $50 there, and I get a nice little bit of a seal collection, little collector piece for my collection. And that ball will drop. So I believe it right there. But just be be very patient. That's again. Sorry, you guys. I always go on a tangent. But anything else you would like to add to that, Sam?
For Seem the Meme, I actually did see that comment. There were 14. I was going to say, right now, I guess just be patient. Keep in mind, Walmart's will stock the product for new sets either the day of release or the day before. So if you can convince someone to take you there early in the morning, probably around, I think it would be 9 o'clock, you might be able to snag it early in the morning. So in your situation, that might be the way to go.
Yeah. Hey, you're 14. You got a long ways to go. But to be honest, I started collecting when I was 14. I was riding my little bike and I went to my local card shop and spent all my money in Pokemon cards. My mom would go home and be like, "You are crazy." And exactly what Pokemon Classic said yesterday. He was spending $15. I thought it was so funny. I was like, my mom was totally the same thing. But I learned to do it behind her back. So, and it paid off in some way. But yeah, you're 14. You have a long ways to go. And by the way, it's really exciting to have younger generation collecting Pokemon cards. And I do hope that you stay in the hobby. Will you tell people to subscribe to my channel? I just did by highlighting that. Okay. Definitely your opinion on this. Could there be a Pokemon card crashed?
I 100% expect one in Modern. Right now, Modern is a lot of people, especially from the other channels who are now starting to hype up Pokemon, are just kind of coming in for the quick money, flash in the pan, and then get out. But they don't want to go too deep. So where do they go? Modern. And quite frankly, Modern Pokemon right now is so ridiculous, it's hard not to make money. So if there's a bubble or a crash anywhere in Pokemon, it would be in Modern. Pseudo Vintage and Vintage is going to be very resilient because, again, supply and, as S. Pratt says, rarity. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care about your opinions. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And with Modern, the supply is definitely there and or coming. More of it can still come, and the singles market is where I'm primarily very skeptical of. I personally believe some of these singles have no business being where they are in their prices, just because there's still so much sealed that can be converted to singles. But for the sealed product that's already kind of aging, very early Sun and Moon, that's probably where some of it will draw the line and be a little more resilient. But X and Y back, I think that'll be perfectly fine.
So you're saying because with the seal, I'm assuming when you say seal cards, you're talking about PSA. Is that correct?
No, when I say sealed, I mean
raw
booster boxes, packs, all that. Sealed for singles, I mean, singles, I mean PSA, just raw cards, just any form like that. Anything that's no longer a sealed booster pack or booster box.
Gotcha. You just don't think that perhaps the hype is so out there that that's what's causing the uprise of the singles? You don't.
I don't. It's. I don't think the singles are. I don't think they're going to go to zero. Okay, don't think that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying they're not going to. I don't think they'll maintain where they are. But then again, I don't move in singles personally because I haven't figured out a system yet on how to navigate them. Some will be fine, like alternate arts. I think those are much harder to pull than a lot of people give them credit for. And the trainer cards are harder to pull than I gave them credit for. It wasn't until I started doing some digging around I realized trainers are much rarer than I thought, and there's more trainers than there are. So some of this price is justified. But would be a perfect example. The Champion's Path Charizard, that was a perfect one. That it was so ridiculously inflated and the supply crashed it. Shining Fates, I'm watching very closely. That Charizard's pull rates is gonna, if it's 1 in 400, like that small sample size was, it's gonna be fine. It'll be able to buffer against the massive supplies.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you mean. Gotcha. I see what you mean. Okay. Hey, Astrology, he just said Darkness Ablaze does suck. What's your opinion on Darkness Ablaze at all?
Darkness Ablaze, I thought it was a pretty modest set. Whenever we compare it to Rebel Trash, it's fantastic. I really didn't like Rebel Trash. Okay, I really didn't like it. But for Darkness Ablaze, I thought it was all right. Sense of Scorch, great choice. We got the Charizard VMAX, looks gorgeous in my opinion. I'm not even a Charizard fan, but that thing looked awesome. What else came in it? Eternatus, that one really swayed me. I was a big fan.
Gotcha.
And what was the shiny Pokemon in that one? It wasn't Obstagoon. One of them was the nasty Orangaroo.
We can look it up right now.
Rillaboom.
Oh, Rillaboom. There you go.
I'm a little biased because of Rillaboom. It was a very mediocre set, but not bad by any means.
Because everyone thought Charizard would be in it.
Oh yeah, so did I. I thought there was going to be a Charizard. It just made sense, and then they just like sucker punched us there, and then clotheslined us with Champion's Path.
Gotcha. That's Champion's Path was Machamp's Path. I just totally my God. I don't even want to go there to that. I just I pulled so many Machamps from that. I mean, as much as like I was supporting a friend on stream, and so I bought some packs, and I just kept on going. And as you know, like, oh my God, you're a hypocrite! You told us not to open packs, but I was supporting a friend, and I was like, oh my God! But anyways,
we opened up a little bit for fun because even though I try to hyper optimize, I still got to open. It's fun. First time I genuinely was shaking because I didn't think it. Sarah pulled the Charizard, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Because we pulled it when it was still $1,000 plus card, and thankfully I got rid of that hot potato before it dropped. But
yeah,
so
how many times are we with the Charizard? Oh no, I'm just reading this comment. I thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, I'm sick of. I'm a little tired of Charizard. Even one of my friends, Tony. Oh yeah, Sarah demands more Bulbasaur love, but one of my friends, Tony GLX, who's a big Charizard fan, the only Japanese graded card he owns is a Charizard. Even he's saying, just please stop. There's too many at this point. There's way too many.
That name sounds so familiar. Is he on Discord? He is, huh?
Oh yeah, he is.
There you go.
And
we talked.
I'm actually excited for the special art Charizard that eventually is going to come. They clearly did that just so that they can keep doing more Charizards.
Yeah, there's a lot of Charizard, but that's what people want, and I think Pokemon does listen. So that's what I think. When people scream enough, that's what happened. They did the recent announcement. Did you see that announcement? Oh yeah, you made a video about it. Yeah, I think they do. They definitely listen. McDonald's actually did another announcement as well. So, how's your Japanese promo collection going, PokeGal? Oh yeah. I am definitely. I mean, again, this is just my opinion. I kind of stopped buying booster boxes for a little bit here and there because the prices are so high. I'm focusing on Japanese Pikachu promos. So yes, that's exactly what I've been buying. I've been just looking on eBay, calling all of people that I know are they're in Japan. They're helping me out get some of that. I'm looking for a sealed, all of the Pikachu's, all of the seal, especially. That's what I'm looking for. But and I also want to show you guys something a little bit flex here. Um, I have a box that I want to open, maybe this stream, but I bought the Cat's Meowth Japanese collection. I paid 4,000 for this, you guys, and this is the first set. I bought her whole Japanese collection.
That's college tuition money. That's like almost a semester's worth.
I should open it right here.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's sealed.
I got to go look those up after the stream. Just got to look at the art.
I definitely will. Yeah, I paid $4,000 for that whole collection of hers. So and just like that $4,000, I think I have now like 23 completed Japanese set. So I'm pretty excited. Maybe I should open after the stream or something. I was waiting for it, or maybe do tomorrow, but I'm pretty excited. But then, hey Calvin, go subscribe. Yes, go definitely subscribe to the channel, and of course to Mr. Lenny's Pokemon. Calvin, I hope it crashes. I'm sick of not being able to get anything. That's definitely a collector's mindset right there. I hope it crashes so I can definitely get something in there. I do want to ask you something, because you do mention a lot of influencer here in the YouTube community, SM Pratt, Rudy, but do you think, and maybe Sarah can have an input in this as well because she's been so awfully quiet, do you think perhaps that, I'm trying to word this in a very politely way, that when they make a video and when they have when they make a video when they have their own opinion, do you think it's a little bit do you think they have their personal interest in that video as well? Do you, perhaps I'm asking the question, I'm trying to word it very politely.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think they manipulate the market? Some people, yes. Some I don't. SM Pratt, I feel, definitely doesn't. He's in a position he doesn't need to. His collection is probably 7 figures at this point, so I don't see any reason he would do that. Rudy, that one is up in the air for a lot of people. I personally think he doesn't, because he has the very blunt attitude. And full disclosure, I'm a patron of his, and he's actually really honest and forthcoming with stuff. He straight up tells us, hey, I'm offering this set, but I don't think it's good, so don't buy it. But some out there, yes. I 100% think I came down to the conclusion, one of two things. Either they are very ignorant and just haven't paid attention, or they are very much trying to manipulate the market for their own benefit. And
Gotcha.
I know a lot of people agree with me on what happened with the trainers.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, go into details about this. I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday.
Okay. So we all know the up-and-comer Twice Baked Jake. He made a video which, looking back on it, I don't think he expected himself to have such a big reach and such an influence on the market. But 100%, he definitely spurred on the trainers, drawing guys on it for quick flippers, people who, because I know for a fact there are groups out there, and kind of what I do, we will watch YouTubers, see what they talk about, and then we just watch the item and we watch it go up. We see how easily they manipulate it. And so the fact that he mentioned the trainers, people definitely went, bought it, got ready. And then others who had never even considered it probably went over there, saw how gorgeous they were, tried to buy it in, and caused it to quickly scaffold up. Another example of this happening with him was I believe it was the Hidden Fates Shiny Rayquaza GX.
Mhm.
That one, I think, quadrupled in price after he made a video talking about it. Like in that case, it's just I don't know. I I want to give people the benefit of the doubt that they don't realize what they're doing, but I always think that if we're on the internet giving
Mhm.
any advice like this, we really need to consider how we talk about stuff, and that's why I specifically have avoided making top 10 videos best investments, because I don't like guiding people's hands. I like giving them the fishing rod so they can fish, not the fish.
Gotcha. I'm searching. I know exactly what you're talking about. That full art trainer with Jesse and James right here. I totally misspelled Jesse. No, that's where's the full art? Oh, look. Okay. If I remember correctly, this used to be a $2 card,
Mhm.
and then it went to $20. If I remember this correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong. And then now it went back to $15. Now it's $9.
So, Sarah, you want to give your input
There you
or
go.
no? No? Okay. Yeah, Sarah's more the collector mind of the two of us, and I'm more finance orientated because that's what I enjoy. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There you go. So you really think he actually made a big influence for that? That's what you're that's what I'm getting. You think that he has a huge influence?
yeah, a lot of the people in the community refer to his channel as Timmy Central because there's a lot of
Uh-huh.
he knows how to reach people. That there's no doubt about that. He knows how to get people's attention, how to keep you in. His editing is pretty. It's good enough that you are compelled to sit through his content. So all the new blood, they will not be here with you and me. They're going to be checking out places like Twice Baked Jake, Leonhard, all those bigger channels that are more fun and energetic. That's what they'll be. So those are more easily influenced because they're very trusting. Whenever you're new and you think someone knows better than you think, oh, they know better than me. This is their idea. Maybe I should just go with it. And what is it? Twice Baked Shake has 56,000 subscribers. If even 10% of them just went out and kind of bought stuff, 5,600 buyers definitely is going to shift the market on something that cheap.
I'm gonna throw out something here. Tell me what you think. Do you think there's buyout groups, aka scams, out there that are watching his videos and other people's video, targeting those cards, getting those complete buyout, and basically an indirect, how do I say this? But basically using his videos as a platform to say, hey, this is the prices are going up, but in the end it's actually artificial inflation.
I think some items definitely do have market manipulators like that because I know a couple people who are part of those groups who those groups buy out cards, they bought sites, etc. They do essentially the stuff a lot of collectors look down on, and they do one, they like to do them all because it's all profitable for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very easy to just follow the big channels. It's where else are you going to go that you can look at and go compass points north? That's where we're going to go. Let's get ahead of them real quick. Like a
Gotcha.
perfect example, even Rudy, one of his videos, he was talking about a Flesh and Blood, one of the starter decks. As you were watching his videos, I'm not even I can't make this up. You could see the decks selling out as the video was going because people realized he just got attention to it. Let's buy him out. And the decks like quadrupled in price over the span of 10 minutes because people were watching and paying attention.
Gotcha. Okay. I see what you mean. I definitely gonna check out Twin Bake Jake. I've never really watched his videos a lot, but I mean, congratulations on him to buying that house. I did see that video.
Mhm.
Other than that, so he's pretty successful. I mean, people tends to gravitate people that are towards successful, um, or perhaps seems to be very successful. So, um, but just up talking about for our trainers, I do believe there is market manipulation. I do think there's complete buyout, and I think as this was shown, the prices have dropped. I have to double check on Lily, but again, uh, I don't. I think he's more of a scapegoat, but that's just my opinion. I think he's totally a scapegoat, and I think these people use him to say, "Hey, this guy's causing this. This is undervalued." But in the end, a different lower, like a deeper level, lower, deeper level. There's people actually artificially, in fact, I'm
It's
sorry.
probably both.
Yeah, probably. But
I think I think those trainers was definitely him on accident. Like from
Mhm.
that moment, I decided that was an accident because why else would he?
Mhm.
Why else would he cause the prices to go up on something he is in the middle of trying to buy?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
here on out, we'll see if he keeps it up. I mean, he pulled it. He pulled some stuff. The ETBs, those are already starting to move. If you watch that video,
I think the ATBs, what? Yeah, I think they try to
starts
sell
heating up.
themselves. Yeah, yeah. So, how do you guys stop from overspending? I only snipe deals, but there's so many when I linger on eBay all day. I have a remote IT job and I barely do anything. That's true. That's one.
Want to chime in for this
That's
one?
funny.
Okay, here you go, Sarah. I can turn the camera to.
All right, for overspending.
Hmm.
Well, the biggest thing is I hold all of our Pokemon investing money because I know he's not the best at it. And anything that he wants to grab himself as a collector item, like the Gyarados and the Magikarp and all that, it's more of that would be coming out of his own pocket, and that dips into his school funding, and he knows he can't touch that. So it's more of we know where our priorities are, and we know what we need.
Yeah, they'd like some advice on how to avoid going down that rabbit hole.
Probably setting yourself on limits and John blank.
I'll take over that. I have some other ideas myself. Yeah, in my opinion, really is set aside a specific amount of money from every check. You keep snowballing it. If it's a really big purchase and it's going to take you months and months to do, you can again. Right now, you have your opportunity. Like unlike any other time in the hobby, you can buy stuff and try to flip it and just keep flipping it right now to keep snowballing into what you want. As for sniping deals, that's still actually possible. I know there's a next level 9,000. That guy keeps sniping cards like 20 or 30% below market because he just keeps digging through eBay and he will sit there until the last like 3 seconds of the auction and then he'll try to snipe the price. And then if anything happens, he just contests it with eBay. He'll make a claim with eBay and get his money back. So just patience and gathering money, flipping, or just waiting and sniping your deals, like you've said. That's how I would say you could stop overspending. Also, try to look at your bank account a lot. If you can see a lot of money disappearing, makes you really comprehend what you're doing.
Gotcha. That's what next level does, huh? I'm totally gonna message him on Discord. Like, I know what you do. That's what I was like. That's why I made the face. I was like, that's what he does. I know what you do. Um, so I'm very, very frugal with the way that I go. Okay, I'll take that back. Sometimes when I go out, I splurge, but when it comes to Pokemon cards, I'm very, very, very frugal. I definitely have the mindset of how are these people making money? How are these people making having six figures or seven figures collection? And I definitely have a budget and I have a mortgage. So I have everything all break down, and I have something called what I spend and what I cannot spend. So I definitely have a budget. I do not go over that budget. But I also want you to consider, and I also want your thoughts on this, San, because there's a lot of channels out there that says pay, collecting, flipping cards. It's easy. It's solely easy. But at the same time, they're spending like 9 hours on eBay, 12 hours on eBay, and then they make $12 or $15 or $30 on a card. But at the same time, they're spending 12 hours on eBay or 13 hours on eBay and just going back and forth. How do you find that balance, or how do you think you have that balance where, like, okay, I got to get up, do something a little bit more productive than trying to flip cards if possible. And if it even goes through, sometimes they can send you the cards and it doesn't go well. I got to open a case. So how do you manage that, or how do you uh, what do you think, how do people manage that?
So in the hobby, if you want to try and focus on making money,
Mhm.
I'd say first and foremost, just keep tuning into everything. You tune into different channels, become part of Discord groups, talk to your local stores, and just become one with the community.
Mhm.
So that way, the bigger your knowledge pool, the more easily you can just kind of casually float into different parts of the hobby.
Mhm.
But as time goes on, you'll start just kind of picking out little deals here and there,
Mhm.
and you'll be able to see where there is opportunity, and you can choose either do I want to flip it and do I want to flip and make some quick money, or do I see an undervaluing of an item, hold it, because this one is the much less time intensive that you have to constantly spend there. Do I see it's undervalued, buy it, wait, and then when it goes up, I can get rid of it and then keep going from there. And it's what is your time worth? Is your time
Yes.
worth flipping singles all day? Or is your time, oh, I have to go do school, I have to go to work, I have a family to take care of, I have all these things to do. So you know what? Let's listen to these other guys. All right, this box, booster pack, card, whatever, looks very undervalued. I'm gonna buy it, sit on it for 6 months, 2 years, however long you want. And then when it goes up to a certain mark, which I think it's best to put like a dollar amount that you're okay selling at, because otherwise you never want to sell. And then you sell it. All right, now you put minimal amount of time on it. You're not scouring eBay looking for those auctions that are 5 days long, and now you got to schedule your entire day around making sure you have these 5 minutes free. And yeah, that essentially be it for me.
Yeah.
Flip
I don't,
or long term.
back then when I was a college student or law school student, I would put a lock to my card. If I overspend, the card would lock itself, and that's what I would do. Uh, Base Blue Boy, I do recommend, if you do have Facebook or if you don't, create like a Facebook account, go join Burbank City Pokemart. This is like, and how I describe it, it's like Pokemon eBay but on crack. Yeah, that's on steroids. There you go. That's probably better. So there's buyers and sellers everywhere. So for example, there's price gouging here, but I totally ignore that. It's a free market. So for example, this is a claim sale. This is what I was telling other people yesterday. So for example, this is the seller, JP, and he to show the picture of all the cards here. So for example, he says $7 near mint. The first person that types in the word claim on the bottom will pay this card for um we'll get the get the card for $7. So let me see if I can see an example here. So save some time here and just try to join this. There you go. $1 near mint. This person wrote claim. Max wrote claim. So this card he bought it for $1. So save time. Don't search eBay as well, but save time and join Burbank Pokemark here. And also afterwards that you join, they have here. you go to Pokemon Trade Feedback. So this is about 11,000 members here. If let's see here, anytime that they do, hey, they write, you got a feedback on Aussie, and someone write, hey, I worked with him before. He's a great seller, and always pay with good and services when you uh, buy on Marketplace or just on Facebook. Oh, look at this guy. That's kind of funny. But there you go. They do reference check for themselves. Join that. Let me know. There's also Pokemon World here. There's Safari Zone that I joined. There's also Pokemon World, but join it here. I think that's a great start for anybody that wants to save some money, do fast. But, anyways, there you go. Sorry about that. That was a long question. I definitely do want to go and answer that question. Let me go for here. Double checked. By the way, quick question. So ever since you stopped buying packs from that person, from that YouTuber, have you been saving a lot more money at all?
Oh yeah, definitely because, well, for the most people don't know, I was planning on buying 600 booster packs of Shining Fates, so I
Mhm.
actually had enough money to do that comfortably. So that's the fun stuff I've been able to pull off,
Mhm.
and then just kind of after the plan after that was just hold on to that money, and because I was going to resell them immediately for as cheap as I could really make them, hold on to that money, and then another opportunity comes by again, sell again, keep making money while there's the chance, because when all this calms down, can't do that anymore. Long term hold again.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Vinci wants to know: do you think the Pokemon company values certain modern sets to increase in price to drive demand, or would you prefer their sets to stay near MSRP for availability? That's a great question. All yours for the first.
Availability. Oh, okay, I think I get it.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think the supply is really Pokemon's choice. The population of and the hobby is so great, the supply just can't keep up. I think in some cases they would definitely prefer the demand. But right now, I don't really know. Where I'm expecting them wanting to keep it near MSRP will be sets like Battle Styles, because Battle Styles is 100% a player set. They have the single strike and then the rapid strike style cards coming into the game. For those, they're probably going to try and drive it down, which is why I warn people, don't sink too much money into them. I think those sets are going to get reprinted very heavily. But for Shining Fates, uh, Hidden Fates, all that, they probably definitely want prices like those to increase demand so that they can just keep letting the printers go over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a video a while back speculating that Pokemon figured out how to successfully do the reprints. We're not seeing Roaring Skies level of reprints 1-to-1. We're seeing very small, very controlled reprints where the demand is very high. So that way, this way, they can pull off a reprint, not tank the price, and they still sell their products.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Um, I think there's some things that are out of Pokemon as well, especially with what's going on right now with the pandemic. So I think some of things are out of control in Pokemon. So especially how sets are getting printed, the workplace. I do think it's going to get better. Thoughts on that at all? Do you? That's what I think plays actually a huge factor with what's going on right now. I think this is completely out of Pokemon's control. But I
Yeah, I
think
do too.
once, yeah, especially with what's going on. So, do y'all collect other things or just Pokemon? Yeah.
I collect quite a few things. I collect Dragon Ball. For starters,
Mhm.
I got a bunch of figures in the corner that I've been meaning to continue collecting. I recently started in Flesh and Blood. decided to check that game out because I saw a lot of anger in the community towards that community. Love that game. Now I'm now collecting it, and Dragon Ball Super, the card game that I've also been getting into. I don't play it at all. I tried playing it. It was definitely not for me. But I love Dragon Ball. I've been around it my whole life, so I buy it. I just store it away. Actually, yeah, one of my videos, you could actually probably see one of my old boxes just sitting back there from when I was long before I got into Pokemon. I was opening the Dragon Ball Super TCG. Like I would buy booster boxes just to enjoy. So
Nice.
that
Nice. So Megan did ask me to. I collect. Well, I guess I still collect here and there, but not often. I have a pretty nice collection of vintage video games, and yep, I do video games, and I'm a little bit of a gamer as well. I kind of stopped playing, but here on the side, I said it yesterday. This is the nice side, and over there, it's like the messy side where I store a bunch of video games, and other consoles are over there. Some Funko Pops here and there, but very selective Funko Pops. Like I love Britney Spears. I collect Britney Spears, Funko Pop, all the scary movies. Very, very selective. But other than that, I don't think I collect as much of anything. So, but yeah.
wanted to pitch in, sir? Or no? Sure. There you go.
I also collect old video games because I have my old PlayStation 2 hooked up, and I hooked up my old Nintendo 64 to play Pokemon Snap.
Very nice. Hey. Oh, look at Calvin. I hope vintage lasts for the real collectors that are doing it for a while and not solely for money.
I think a lot of people who are in vintage have to be collectors because vintage is expensive at this point. I don't think you can just buy it hoping to flip it easily.
Yeah. I'm kind of bittersweet about it, to be honest with you. I think my collection's in the 7 figures right now because I have a lot of sealed products. And I mean, at the same time, it's bittersweet because I can't collect what's going on here. And I try to limit myself as well because I just don't go out and pay $20 a pack for Hidden Fates or Shining Fates as well. But at the same time, I still want to continue collecting because I love collecting Pokemon. At the same time, I gotta make sure I know how to manage my budget, and it's bittersweet because if it does go down, or let's say if it does crash, the money that I have in here, it will significantly drop, and that's what I'm a little bit concerned. So I'm kind of borderline of just selling it now when the market is hot. And but I have so much sentimental value in it that I don't think I will sell. Because if I did want to sell, I would have opened all of this and just sold it on eBay right away. But it's tough. It's been bittersweet. Let me know in the comments, you guys. Has it been hard for you guys to buy some packs? I mean, it's kind of bittersweet. I mean, I do want it's hurting. Like, hey, it's going up in price. My collection is up there. I mean, I'm an accidental investor, but it's kind of bittersweet at the same time. So, when the price does drop, everything that I've collected, but I still love it regardless because it is my collection. So it is bittersweet, but in the end, I did not lose any money because I did not pay overpriced for any of this. So there you go. So Megan, I collect Pokemon sport cards and worse than Pokemon so far trying to get them. Oh my God. Do you know about the sports card market right now at all? Have you seen about it?
I haven't seen anything about the market. I've just seen in stores because I go to a lot of Walmart's hunting stuff.
Mhm.
I I have not seen sports cards in a very long time. That is a desolate aisle, even more so than Pokemon.
Yeah. Yeah, the sport. I mean, I've been studying sport card collecting for a little bit, even though it does not appeal to me. But I always like to. I try to study what people want and what causes the price to go up here and there. Even though I don't understand anything, but I particularly start to learn. Um, I always been interested, like what mosaic and prison. I'm just throwing out something that I've learned more uh, popular than other set, and I want to learn about the wax set here and there. But yes, but the sport card collecting is crazy out there. Something that I just been learning. But so here, thank you. No problem. I'm actually collecting a Pikachu so far. I got 2 Pikachu V cards, a Pikachu V Max, and a bunch of Eva Evolution Pikachu. My Mango is now getting the base set Pika. Nice. Do you like Pikachu at all? Do you and Sarah like Pikachu, or just more of a Bulbasaur at all?
Sarah likes Pikachu a bit. She thinks he's a little overrated. Correct?
So cute and adorable. And it used to be my favorite as a kid, but Bulbasaur has slowly become the best Bean Boy.
For me, I do like Pikachu. Not so much that I go out of my way to collect any of his cards, except the Japanese promo VMAX. That one I'm meaning to collect. As for that last comment, you could always go for a medium or heavy played base set Pikachu Unlimited if you really want one. Even if they're a little roughed up, it's still the card at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's very true. If you like the card, if you just want the card for a binder, I think a lightly played Pikachu can probably be within someone's budget right now. Yeah. Hey, Jody. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I doubt they will do an evil reprint. People are spreading rumors about them releasing Evolution 2, which would be smart if they do.
Oh yeah, Eevee heroes.
We can all be sick and tired of Charizard, but at least they're doing other things like Eevee Heroes. Oh yeah, tell me about your thoughts about that set. I'm so excited for that set.
I actually really got very excited when I saw it because Hidden Fates was my first real experience seeing the evolutions on cards, and I love them. I never cared for evolutions at all. I never cared for them in the game, but they're just gorgeous. I want them. I'm excited for the set. I am not excited to fight for it when it gets to the US, and the Japanese set is already ridiculously expensive. It's looking at about $2.87 on the low end. And to give you guys an idea, the average price of a brand new set is usually about $60.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's like 50, but for us, it's 60 or 70 a box after shipping.
Yeah.
So
that's very true. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spotlight because I did this. Pokemon Classic did this to me yesterday, and I did it back to him, and it was so fun. Okay, least and favorite. Oh God, I should have asked it backwards. Favorite for both of you guys. Favorite evolution and your least favorite evolution.
Favorite evolution has to be Umbreon. Least favorite, Glaceon looks pretty bland to me.
Oh, there. Did you say? Oh, okay. All right. Pokemon Classic, if you're still there, he says his favorite is Vaporeon. Oh my goodness. When is Bulbacore going to be 30K?
I mean, the Snap Bulbasaur is.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's Sarah's goal. She wants to track one of those down. I know one is floating around on E4 right now, but that one's they're not going to let go of it.
Oh, 30K. I'm sorry. I just have to do this meme again. Every time someone makes a joke, I just want 30K. I just have to do that meme. 30K. Yeah. I don't think anytime soon for 30K. We're going to the moon. Makes me want to throw up. No. 4K, we got to see. Yeah. We might, yeah, I might open that box today. So, Sarah, there you go. So she's in the chat. Okay. I think the increase of supply of graded modern cards will cause modern cards to retrace. That's such a great question. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. The cards that are being more speculatorily, that are being driven by speculation rather than natural demand are 100% going to retrace in that regard. But the cards that are really desired but are hard to pull, for example, Ultra Prism Cynthia would be a great example. Things like that are going to be much more resilient to a retrace, just because I know that Cynthia is one of the waifus people are after constantly. Which region was she? Sinnoh? Pretty sure she was Sinnoh region. And essentially, if collector demand is high enough, it doesn't matter that there's going to be a lot of single graded ones that come out because they'll just buy more. Like, perfect example, Shining Magic card for whatever reason retraces down to like $200. I'm going to buy up a bunch of them. So that's the way I see it. Collectors care enough, price will be much more resilient, but cards that are being very speculated on, not going to hold their own.
Yeah. I do want to comment something real quick on that with just collectors. The thing is that this is my pure opinion, you guys. I think the collectors out there, the hardcore collectors, and I talk with a couple of them. I know most of them. They are not going to spend the money that people think that they are going to spend. That's my honest opinion. They're actually very smart and they know how to buy Pokemon cards. That's what it is. That's my honest opinion. The thing is that for those cards to go up that high, they need to be more hype. So there's got to be more people that come in to buy those hype up cards. But that's the thing. But I don't think, and this is my opinion, I don't think older collectors like myself will go out and pay $10,000 for a Hidden Fates Charizard or a Shiny Fates Charizard. That's what I'm thinking. Again, let me know in the comments if I am wrong. But I noticed they have old collectors, they have a very collective thinking, pun intended, but very collective thinking, right? They know how to save money, they know when to buy, and they know where to buy. But that's just my opinion. So usually the people that are paying for these overpriced PSA cards are usually the new collectors that come in that just go, oh my God, I have a fear of missing out. I got to buy this card now. But that's what it is, guys. Because I think the older collectors, they've been there, they learn, they know what to do. But that's my honest opinion on that. So if you have any input to say that, let me know. Okay, so do you think it will be a catastrophe if they release Jamboree Base Set 3 and Legendary Collection 2?
Jamboree. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe getting it
I'm
confused
not
with something
sure.
else.
Look at Jamboree. SGR, can you elaborate what Jamboree is? I'm not sure myself.
Let's take a quick see down in the comments.
Okay. Elaborate on that and we'll go back to the question. That would be great. And I absolutely agree with this. I think there is a huge bias. That's what I was trying to ask you. I definitely think that there's huge bias in SM Prod, but
oh yeah, towards vintage, absolutely.
Yeah, I think there's a huge bias, and that's why I was trying to convey the question in a very nice manner. I think there's absolutely a huge bias, and I think most of his bias comes from PSA graded cards as well. Absolutely, from my opinion. Okay. Let me see there. I think it will be fine if they did. Although I've never heard any of these set. Pokemon has its ups and downs, so even though it's between added these set in between, it will be fine. Yeah, I think Pokemon, and I think Rudy just put another video out today. Have you seen the video?
Rudy, yeah, I did see it. It was pretty funny.
So I think Pokemon will be fine, and I think in the way how Rudy said it in the video, Pokemon is a beast. And I talked to Squeaks a little bit here yesterday. He made such a great comment. He said just because the housing market crashed, doesn't mean there's no market, right, for the housing. So even though the product or something, or even though there will be a retrace, or even though if there's a crash, and this is again pure speculation, I don't think Pokemon will be completely dead at all. I think there will be collectors that are still in there. Thoughts on that at all?
I don't. I honestly think right now Pokemon is a little too big to just die that easily because biggest franchise ever. Like that alone is huge. We can have movies. One of the big things is where, at least me among my little groups, we're trying to figure out what are the next kind of bigger that are going to happen in Pokemon. We're expecting Detective Pikachu 2 to cause another boom like last time. It caused a little one.
Mm-hmm.
And probably the next time a Pokemon video game drops, there's just so many little things that come out from Pokemon that are not the card game that keep reinvigorating the card game. New animes, new movies, new games.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even though I stopped playing the Pokemon game for quite a while back. Jody, want to say 100% their PokeGal people will do in the power to figure out the hype before the prices skyrocket. But every area of collecting, investing, buying has its issue. We need to outsmart them. That's very true. Hey, by the way, real quick, do you think, based on your strategy, do you think they're going to reprint the special delivery Pikachu? Do you think Pokemon's going to say, you know what, we really like this promotion, it's bringing people in, we're going to reprint, there's a demand there, there's definitely a demand there, we're going to do that promotion again? What do you think about that?
I could definitely see them reprinting it but it's that was just a weird one because it was a special release and there's supposed to be a Charizard one coming. If anything, I would
delivery Charizard.
Pokemon has already shown they know we want Charizard with how much they're giving them to us, and that it was literally Victory's driveway and then Charizard sprinkled onto it to try and make it better. So I'm not sure if they would reprint the special delivery Pikachu. I think they're just going to make a lot of the Charizard if they can, if they're going to mess with those supplies at all. Speaking of that Charizard, I'm not looking forward to trying to get that thing. That's not going to be fun.
Yeah, I heard the prices to get, because I think delivery Pikachu was $20 and you can get that card. And I think Charizard, I think they upped it to $50 from what I heard. And Pokemon Center has implemented something to stop, from what I was told, from bots. I'm not even too sure about it. So people are actually just going there and just to buy the cards, and they actually get banned or blocked from it. Has it happened to anyone in the comment section? They try to buy something.
I know
with Shiny Fates. It just got banned. It just got blocked, and I thought it was so funny. So I think they're trying to prevent it, but I think at the same time, there's got to be some flaws they got to fix from there as well.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends got banned. I think in the Discord I'm part of, at least 5 or 6 of them all got banned on multiple accounts that they were trying to get in with. So they were all just hitting F5. It banned them.
Yeah. I do like Jody's comments a lot. So we need to outsmart them, and that's where I think that's where the YouTube channels are here. They're going, it's undervalued, it's here and there. It's really, really difficult to just know where the hype is and where it's going to go and what card is undervalued. I mean, it's all pure speculation on that end. But to me, is when it comes to investing, and this is what how I think of it. Let's just say if my investing in a seal product fail, right? Let's say things don't go well. Let's just say it, all these all the cards in the back I hoarded or throughout the years kept it so did not go through. You know what? Regardless of what it is, I did not overpay for them. I went out and pay MSRP, and it did not go back. I did not lose any money, if not very little money. The thing is that what concerning to me is, and that's what a concerning to a lot of people out there is, which is investing, is that they are investing by overpaying and we're a little bit of thinking, okay, I need to get this money back. So when they overpay for a product, right? So let's say a Vivid Voltage booster box, when they're out there paying $300 for a booster box, right? They're overpaying for it right now. So that's terrible investing advice. That's something that, no, that's terrible investing advice. They're overpaying for it already. So the risk of there's so much risk in that, right? When you overpay for a product, you're hoping that it goes above what you get, right? So you're hoping that it goes over the 300 for a booster box, but they don't know that they have so many factors against them. Reprints, is it going to be in demand? Exactly what you wrote in the little chart there. So how I always go, and my safest bet to tell the people is, again, never pay for anything over MSRP. But let me know if you have any thoughts on that, because I just kept on talking and I'm sorry.
Buying smart, when it comes to main sets, the only things people can really do, the pre-order thing is, we can't pre-order anymore. I don't like the idea of 3, 4, 5 month loans. That's absurd. I just can't accept that. If you don't pre-order it, which for those of you that don't know, the old pre-order price was like, what was it? If you bought it from Safari Zone, it was $500 for the case. That was a fantastic way to pick up your cases. If you don't get them right then, you don't try to catch the ship as it's leaving. You now take your advantage. Wait, see 6 to 12 months. How does the market receive it? And then you can try to buy in now that you have information.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. So we can go, what's the most expensive box or card you have bought?
I'm thinking. I think the most expensive card I've bought. None of my cards were all that expensive when I picked them up. I think the most expensive one might be the CD Charizard promo, PSA 10. I think I picked it up for 400. And as for box,
What CD? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure the CD.
CD promo Charizard. It was I don't remember, like, that's all I know it as.
Okay.
It's the Pokemon Fire, the Pokemon Red box art. So I think it has
gotcha. It's a Japanese card. Gotcha.
Yeah, the Japanese one.
Gotcha.
And as for my most expensive box, it might be my Japanese Plasma Gale box, because when I picked it up, I think I paid no. It was my Hidden Fates pin collection case. I paid 300 for that. 340. Yeah, that.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's the Charizard. Very pretty. Love that art.
Oh, that's a very nice. I'm not a huge Japanese collector. I'm going on now, but other than that, so me go here. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick because I'm totally behind on the comments. Serious question, please everyone answer. Have anyone bought other than boosters / packs of trading cards lately? Because Pokemon lately, besides Pokemon trading card game, I got a few packs of Series 2 Tops Pokemon boosters. Oh, those Tops Pokemon cards.
Almost bought some of the Lugia movie ones a while back. I might still buy some just for fun, but personally, I don't really delve into Tops. I don't like. I never grew up with the anime or anything. My exposure to Pokemon was Sarah. That was it. So I have no real emotional attachment in that regard. So Tops is not for me.
Yeah, I have not collected any other. I mean, I have some Tops cards because I bought the collection and they were there, but does not appeal to me either way. But some cards, I bought some Dragon Ball Z packs. Other than that, not other than that. So we'll go straight to some. Oh, no problem. We'll talk until the questions end, and I'm pretty talkative, so probably another hour or so. It's only 9 o'clock. Yesterday we talked for 4 hours, so but here we go. I think you're right.
Yeah,
Remember, it's a hobby. Are you collecting or? Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading the question of Dave.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might be able to go until 10 o'clock because I got to get up early tomorrow for some stuff. So, all right, thank you.
Okay, 10 o'clock my time or your time?
10 o'clock your time.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we'll be done by then. It is a hobby, absolutely. Are you collecting or is it your hobby money?
I think. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What were you saying?
I was just reading Dave's question. I think you're right. Remember, it is a hobby. It is a hobby. Are you collecting or just a hobby money?
Both, honestly. I'm collecting some stuff. My Magikarp and Gyarados collection, all mine. But a lot of the hobby is money for me because my strategy actually was I want to be a doctor, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time in school. And I realized Pokemon is probably going to keep going up. It's a very strong franchise. I don't want to mess around with stocks right now because I don't want to spend all the time it takes to learn that at this moment. So I'm going to get my feet wet with Pokemon. And then one day I can move into stocks when I'm ready to play with the big boys. So buying stuff, it's going to sit there. When I graduate from med school, I'm going to sell off a large portion of it and take a small chunk out of my med school debt.
Gotcha. What type of doctor do you want to be? Family doctor?
Right now I was thinking I've been gravitating towards a general family practitioner more as of late. Before that, I wanted to be just a specialized in medical diagnostician, specialized into diagnosing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I should have became a doctor, but then I became a lawyer. So I just, oops. But at the same time, I realized that I have a couple friends that are doctors, a couple friends who are doctors, not that, who are doctors, and they graduated with about $400,000 in student loans. $400,000. It was nuts. And I graduated law school about $65,000 in student loans. And it's funny that we work the same hours and we're just tired here and there. I think so. I have a couple of friends that are dentists, and we make about the same income. So at the same time, when I should have became a doctor, and I realized they're in like 350K student loan debt, and they're struggling every day. But other than that, are you planning to have a scholarship or anything when you go to med school?
I don't know. Just focusing on school right now. If I get a scholarship, I'm very fortunate. If not, it is what it is. I'm choosing this field simply because I I don't like the idea of just money. I want to help people, and that's
Gotcha.
kind of what fueled the way I am about Pokemon with selling.
Yeah. I started, when I went to law school, starting to realize, hey, I want to help people too, especially with animals. And then when I started to realize and started to practice, like, oh my God, I got to pay these student loans back. And it's so heavy. I mean, though I contemplated selling all these stuff, I could just sell one PSA card and just perhaps wiped out half of my student loans. But I couldn't do it. I mean, I'm still paying it back, and I'm hoping for have a loan forgiveness when you do public service work. You sign up for that, and hopefully you get it wiped within 10 years. But other than that, so anyways, totally went on. We digress on that. I thought it was a great subject to talk, and thanks for the feedback. One interesting topic you mentioned is asking yourself, how do you know which item to sell versus which item to hold? Hey, that's a great question. For me, it's hold vintage and flip modern unless it's in bad condition. So you do mention about holding and selling. I think this one's going to be yours.
Right. I think he was just commenting on one of the older conversations we had
Yeah,
towards
it
the
was.
beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Essentially, I think you should just buy some product that's specifically meant to sell later on. You don't want to be completely attached to the full collection if you're planning to build into bigger things. Whether
Mhm.
you're buying some vintage to sell again later, or you just
Mhm.
want to flip modern to get into what you want. That's the best approach. You need to understand, unless if you make a lot of money, you need to flip in to get rid of things. So pick items specifically to make money.
Gotcha. I'm gonna ask you a question that is kind of a little bit of it's very very subjective. Okay, out here, very subjective. Is it hard? I mean, based on your opinion, is it hard to flip Pokemon cards? Because I see a lot of YouTube channels just having the thumbnails like, "Hey, I made $5,000 this month flipping Pokemon card. It's so easy." In your honest opinion, do you think it's easy?
Absolutely not. Flipping singles, that's just obnoxious. That's why I don't do it. When you're flipping singles, buying it, just trying to get rid of it real quick. Imagine Jesse and James. You bought a $2 card. It goes to $20. Congratulations, you made a absolutely
Mhm.
ridiculous 900% growth.
Mhm.
But that's not that much at the end of the day. You're working for $18. What you lose $2 to your eBay fees, then your shipping, depending on how you ship it, you lose either 75 cents or $5. It's just not worth it. Whereas something like this, uh, Evolution's a perfect example. I bought them at like $112 a box, and then I sold them at 900.
Mhm. Damn,
Just
that's pretty nice.
mhm. uh,
That's pretty nice.
it's that was how long was that? Like almost a year worth of waiting. Like yeah, it's real nice money. Would have made a fantastic thumbnail, being like $5,000 off of 5 items or something like that. But it's not easy because you're looking at dead money until it grows up.
Do you
And
regret
with
selling it now? Do you regret selling it now?
not really, because I still have some. I got rid of a bunch of it, but I still kept some. Flipping, it's a lot of work. Again, it's just deciding what your time is worth. Is it better to just sit on stuff, or you want to dig down and do what Danny Phantom does and just constantly work?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. What's the difference between price gouging, flipping, and scalping? Honest question. That's a great question.
Uh, Price gouging is whenever you get distributor prices, and then decide to sell at the price that a scalper sells at. And scalping is whenever you go to the store and you buy everything specifically to go sell it again. Flipping, that's really, it really depends. Flipping could mean just selling anything that's in your collection, buying something specifically to sell it in like a day or 2 days, however you want to do it. So, yeah, flipping is it's very situational what it means. But the idea is you buy, you sell.
Hey Vince, I'm sure you were there. Do you remember when toilet paper and people were price gouging toilet paper and they'll buy it off the store and they'll price gouge on like, oh no, hand sanitizer, and they'll price gouge toilet paper was like $150. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Sam? It was so
Yeah.
crazy. It was so crazy. They were like, that's price gouging. That's also illegal.
Right now in
because
Texas,
it's essential.
water was one of the things that was disappearing.
Yeah. Yeah. They need a year to build new printing facility. Oh yeah. I think the market's not going to correct itself anytime soon. I think it's probably going to be in a year or two. Yeah, right. You're never going to sell those boxes. That's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. I have a hoarding mentality when it comes to Pokemon cards, but I probably will sell it when the time comes. My mom's always like, see, Adam understand. So one of the card in my collection was tough. Yeah. It's really hard to buy $20 packs for $4 in the store right now. That is price gouging. Yeah. Has there been any local card shop near you that's definitely raising up their price at all?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
There's basically every card store I go to sells at the online
Mhm.
at the online market price. Even the ones I help out by giving them heads up of reprints and stuff. They occasionally hook me up, but not that much anymore. And any place that sells at MSRP sells out way too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, the local card shop that called me today and says I got like 20 ATBs. I'm saving you some, and he's like, I expect a line tomorrow. So he said, hey, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. I'm gonna shout you out on my screen, my stream. What's my horoscope? I am a Libra, so with the sign of yeah, I'm a Libra. So it's kind of funny. I was so confused in college as what am I gonna do with my life? And I went in my horoscope and I read attorney, and guess what? That's funny. That's pretty much with a scale, and but yeah, I. This is my cousin, Tim Tran. I'm almost positive that's my cousin. Let's go with the Timmy. Hey, that's the cousin that I was telling you about. He's saying, "Hey,"
yeah,
I
you
said,
did
"Don't be
mention
a Timmy," and he goes, "Hey, that's my name. That's my cousin." I'm almost positive. It's my what? Question both of you. What's your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon overall, yeah, Gyarados. I still go back and forth between Magikarp and Gyarados.
Tim, you're my cousin, right? Unless Tim Tran is a pretty common name. I'm pretty sure. Like, oh my god, I was so embarrassed if he types back. He's like, no, I'm not related to you at all. I'm pretty sure that's my cousin watching the stream. Almost positive, at least I think. Hey, Daniel. Daniel's, by the way, it's King Taco. I'm sure you know from the stream that we met.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah, I
King
remember.
Taco. Yeah, this is King Taco. So hey, Daniel. Let me see. Best believe I'll be at Walmart in the morning so I can pay retail. Yep. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I heard Walmart actually came out a little bit early with some ATBs as well. So I'm barely on. Oh yes. Oh god, the Bellsprout first edition to the moon. Oh god, there was yesterday's stream where they're telling me that I should hype up one of the cards. I have accumulated over 2,000 first edition Bellsprouts. I don't even know how I did it. I was looking at my boxes in my storage, and I was like, oh my god, I got so many first edition. I was so excited, and then I all realized they were like Bellsprouts. I have no idea how I even got there.
Is there? You want to buy a Bellsprout?
Yeah. I don't even know. Hey, what's up? Be the one you love. That's an excellent name. So everyone, yes, Sylveon, Umbreon. Let me see if Timmy actually replied. Timmy, yeah, I think that's definitely my cousin. He's not replying. I think that's my cousin. Where do you see Pokemon in 3 years from now? Hey, that's a great question. All for you. I'm pretty sure I've ventured so much on this question.
I think it'll be nice, healthy, and please be calm. I'm just tired after a year. It's been so much.
I think it's gonna die down in 3 years. I've totally went over it last stream. I totally went nuts of it. I think it's totally gonna die down in 3 years. I think the hype's gonna die down in 3 years. So fear of missing out is definitely driving up the set this year. Absolutely, it is. It totally is. And I'm gonna say this right now, and I probably will sound really negative, but the people that are having the fear of missing out are the people that are going to lose the most money. And that's my prediction and my opinion. They're going to lose the most money. The people that have the fear of missing out, that are not patient, in the end, they're going to lose the most money. Sucker born every second, and true collectors can manipulate the fact and raise some quick funds. That's true. Think. Okay. Can you explain his bias? PSA cards are strong, and I think sealed boxes eat graded cards, or maybe it's CGC. Go for this, San. I can definitely go. I'm gonna go after you.
So I'm just gonna quickly answer the first part. Yeah, sealed boxes definitely do eat the graded cards because again, stat supply can only go one way, and that's down. I honestly don't know what to think of CGC anymore. There was a lot of shilling for CGC when it was first starting to come out, and a lot of people are using CGC for a quick flip. People keep pointing out CGC has a harder 10 than PSA, but just looking at the way the market is right now, with PSA is the gold standard, Beckett has the black label, and now CGC is coming in, and the only thing they're offering is a hard PSA 10, but Beckett Black Label already does that. Right now, I'm not sure where they're going to end up. A lot of new people are using them, and the new people who end up staying, if a lot of the people who stay end up liking CGC, it'll establish them as competition for BGS. But I don't see anyone touching PSA for a while, just because it's PSA, and most people prefer their cases. I know I do.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna try my best to answer this without, being very negative and things. And this is just my opinion. I just want to throw it out there. I think it's completely human nature, and this comes from my end as well, is that when you have such a high collection and you're so invested in that, I think it's just human nature just to make sure that you have, to make sure it just doesn't decline as much. Okay. And also, there's a lot of things that are going on with Pokemon right now. And I think, especially with he has such a huge follower, and I'm a little bit shocked that, I said this in Pokenomics, why aren't the huge influencer and the people that have the most the most huge collection, why are they staying quiet? Why are they not saying anything? And I thought about it, and I really do. And I said, they're not saying anything because they're holding the most valuable PSA cards, the most graded cards out there. And of course, they're not going to say anything because that's what they have. They want the market to continue to keep going. They want everything. And that's what it is too. And it comes with my own personal and what I was saying. Like all the things, all the time that I have put in this Pokemon card, do I want my 7-figure collection just to go down? But that's what I think it is. And he does have a huge PSA collection. You guys got to keep that in mind. A huge PSA collection. And I was talking to one of a collector, and I think it's Squeak that I was talking to. I think for tomorrow we're going to interview with him, and just talking about in general with Pokemon collection. Now that different grading company like CGG is coming out, they're competing with PSA. Although I do think PSA is definitely going to be a winner overall, but later on in the long term, what if it's going to be more popular than PSA? What if CGC will say will probably be more accurate on grading? Apparently, they have a little bit more of a reputation, and PSA is going downhill. Have you heard of that a little bit, where CGC has been more accurate than PSA? Have you heard of that, or just a little bit of the rumor mill that I've been hearing?
Yeah, a lot of people have been pointing out that PSA has become very inconsistent, which I have seen it. I've seen some PSA 3s that are probably PSA 8s at worst. They've done some very questionable grades. We'll have to see what happens after they finally catch up, because right now they are so far behind. I don't know how. In my hands, I have a 50 million cert number that got back before the one of my 43 millions.
Yeah, I want to show you guys this real quick, and this is just assuming this person's being honest. I want to show you guys this real quick. Where this? Let me go to my Facebook. And just to answer SRG question real quick, yeah, I have 8,000 cards I sent to PSA. So let me go here. I wonder if you saw this. This is just assuming this person's being honest. So they cracked. My goodness, where did it go? Okay. All right, I want to show you guys this real quick. So someone did an experience, and assuming this person is not lying, let me go here. So, oh, you guys probably can't see. I hope you guys can. So they recracked some GC. I'm sorry, G's. Oh, I'm saying so tired, guys. Sorry about that. I totally have a difficult time saying this. CGC grading. So 9.9, they cracked it and they got a PSA 10. They cracked a 9 to get a PSA 9 of Charizard, and a 9.5, and they cracked it to get a Jetman 10, and they cracked an 8 to get a PSA 9. I wonder if you saw that. So someone posted that. I posted on the website. So they cracked that and did that. So.
Oh, apparently Safari right now is doing. Let me double check this real quick. Someone just said Safari's doing $5 Shining Fates pack break for $10. Or I'm
really?
Sorry. Let me fix it. Let me rephrase that. Breaking Shining Fates packs for $5, limit of 10. Let me check real quick.
Yeah. So it was that. Back in 2000. Huh? They are?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, yeah.
I'm gonna definitely check it out. Definitely gotta check that out. I really like Safari Zone. I vouch for them so much in this website. I'm from the stream. Maybe we can look at that a little bit later on. Back in 2012, I bought a first edition last for $20, got it graded, and sold it for $20. What's the freak? What's the point? Well, back in 2012, that's a little bit different here. Come on. That's totally different, you guys. Tell me SRG. Back in
It happens.
2012.
It happens.
So, yeah.
Sometimes you just
Yeah.
don't get lucky.
Yeah.
'Cause no matter what we say, we're trying to predict it. At the end of the day, there's a little bit of luck involved. And let's be honest. Evolution's had no business pulling that stuff so fast. Logan Paul gave it a big ol' steroid shot.
What are your thoughts on card graders having Breaker's name on the slab?
Oh.
The Logan Paul slab one. I saw that.
I honestly don't know why you would do that, but I guess it's kind of cool thinking it's like it came out of the Logan Paul breaker. That's about it. I don't really see anything too special about it. It's a neat addition to the hobby.
Yeah. I don't even care too much about that. I don't
know. No, because there's a Logan Paul there's an autograph one too.
I don't even care about Logan Paul. I'll be honest with you guys. I just, I'm not a big fan of him. Bellsprout to the moon. No way. I saw in Discord today that Target has signed limited Pokemon cards. Thank you, Target. Toilet paper, hand sanitizer on the same side. Wow, times. Wow. On the same sign.
Yeah, Targets and Walmart across the U.S., they've been independently choosing what stores they're limiting you down. Some do just the entire product. Others are doing SKU specifics.
Yeah. One is a essential toilet paper. I would say hand sanitizer is one. One is a cardboard hobby, you guys. That's so... PSA has been inconsistent for a decade. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything much from that. How often do you buy graded cards? I currently only buy raw cards.
I buy graded cards really just whenever I start picking out what I want. It's too easy to get swallowed into the hobby and buying stuff that you're not after. So I specifically say, these are the cards I'm looking for. Let's do some digging, get some good prices, past sales, Troll and Toad, eBay, and looking, just ask it around, and I can get estimates, and then I'll start trying to figure out, all right, how much am I going to spend on this? And now we'll wait. Sometimes I end up buying one a month. Sometimes I end up buying a couple a month. Sometimes none for a couple months.
Sometimes I come home from work and he's like, we have a prize or surprise in the mailbox. I'm like, we bought a random Pokemon card, did we?
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah. That's funny. So Sarah, you don't buy any cards at all? At all?
All right, let me pass this off to her. Here you go.
Hello.
Hey, Lou.
All right. I didn't hear what was just said the past 5
So you
seconds.
don't buy any cards at all? He just basically buys it all for you? You don't buy any cards at all?
I honestly don't enjoy leafing through eBay and looking at all the completed sales and trying to find good deals and am I overpaying for this? Is it a good price? Where should I find it the best? The only card I actually looked at in depth was his Shining Magikarp. I bought that for him and I spent maybe like 2 or 3 days trying to make sure I was getting a good price. Other than that, the only other thing I've looked at is a few raw cards of little things I like to collect. I like to collect the English version of the PokeGal cards, little cute ones with the little gem symbols on the sides. I didn't know there was a Charizard in that set, but I randomly found the Charmander that they gave me for like 5 cents at a local card store. And I was like, I want to get the rest of them. These are nice. These are pretty. So I started looking around trying to see if I could find a good price, but because everything's super inflated and Charizard is the biggest thing in the world, it's kind of hard to find.
That's very true too. Yeah. Yeah. So just you guys only search on eBay, that's it. You don't search on anything else. Do you use Marketplace? Do you use OfferUp? Shopgoodwill.com?
Well, I didn't know about a few of those. We do use Troll and Toad, TCG Player. What's that other one? I know there's another one we use, but it's mainly like he'll do all that searching, and I just kind of do all the editing for videos and stuff. I'm more of the computer person than the sit there and figure out all the financial stuff.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of time, and especially with the financial, you got to really look into the set. You really got to study, and you got to see what sell and what people want, and it's it's very time consuming as well. Yeah. So, does he buy you any Pokemon cards?
Oh yeah, he does. I actually got one of the jumbo cards. It was a Japanese tournament card, I think is what it was, some sort of competition card, and they only made it a jumbo card because of one of the move sets where you switch your cards. Like I think you either switch your hand or you switch your deck with the player you're playing against in the actual TCG. And I'm like, that would be hilarious. I would love to see that in a tournament, but sadly it's not possible. But he'll buy me random cards. We'll just come back and he'll be like, I got you a surprise. And we open some mail and it's like, oh, cool, this card I really like. Hi, buddy. And just, yeah, I come home to random cards that I really enjoy because he knows what I like.
Oh, that's sweet. And you guys have a little cute dog. That's so cute.
Yes.
What's the dog's name? Or dog?
His name is Maloom.
That's so cute. That is so cute. You know what? Since we have you, you're going to try to tackle the next question. So,
Okay.
I want to try to tackle the next question. Let me see. I'm going to go here. Okay. Let's go here. For evolution talk everywhere, do you think the price and demand of modern may demand a reprint of XY evolution, in particular new president to be set, perhaps?
I got this. I can answer questions.
Okay.
I honestly think Evolutions was a kind of odd set, reprint of base set, mixing in a bit of the modern stuff. I don't think that X and Y Evolutions is gonna force everything else to move in any direction at all. I think it was just its own kind of little thing. It got big. It did what it did. It brought people who are new into the hobby and people who hadn't been in the hobby for a long time were reintroduced to the stuff they used to know. I think it's an interesting mix mash of all the old stuff that you liked and then throwing in the mega evolutions for people who maybe didn't know what they were, getting introduced to that and getting to see it. I don't think it's gonna drive the price and demand of modern sets really. I ultimately think everything is just hyped up and eventually it's going to die down, but it's going to keep more people than it had before the hype. So we're going to have a bunch of people still here who came in like we came in this past year kind of randomly right before the hype, and then a bunch of other people are coming in, and some of those people will actually stay and enjoy the hobby, keep with it.
Do you want an evolution reprint?
Do I want an evolution reprint?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it because I would always love to pick up more of the boxes and cases, and maybe even just open one myself without having to think about that I'm spending so much money on a box. Because I really like the art style, because I actually remember sitting out on my porch and playing with my neighbor across the street, and we'd use rocks to hold down all the cards because the wind was too heavy and all of them were in terrible condition. But I mean, I remember those cards. I remember playing with them. It was a big part of my growing up and childhood. So I would love to see more of them.
So, what are your thoughts on? Because your boyfriend definitely buy. He is an investor. That's what I think it is. So, if he buys Evolution and if they reprint it, how do you feel about that? That he just lost some money. So, you have a collector side to you, from what I see, and I think it's a little bit different from your boyfriend, who was more of, "Hey, I'm gonna make money. This is what I'm using to pay for medical school." So
For evolutions, we actually got evolutions very early on. I think it was March, May, whenever they finally announced they stopped making it. It was the last of it finally. That's when we picked up our case. We got the whole case for like $660 maybe. And when the prices started going up and we started saying, hey, we can make some money back, we started selling some. I mean, it paid for everything that we paid for that case. And then everything else was just extra profit. So even if they did reprint evolutions, we won't lose any money. We're playing with the house's money, as he always put it.
Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, I saw that video. So from what that video I do, I do remember. He just basically sold it, and then so he just basically used that extra money to reinvest in what he has. By the way, why did you guys sell that? I thought it was you. Why did you pick that particular point to sell that set for Evolution?
I think honestly it was because we didn't have much of an attachment to evolutions. Picked it up for such a cheap price. The prices were kind of spiking more than we thought they would. We knew they were going to go up after Logan Paul. We just didn't think that much. So when everything went up in price, we thought, this is a chance to maybe cash in a little bit. We sold 2 boxes when it was at probably like $300-400, and that paid for our whole case. And then like a month later, we're like, oh, it's at 800, 900. I guess we could try to sell another and start helping towards our Shining Fates that we want to buy. And that's just kind of how it went. It was kind of what were we looking to buying at the time, and how could we best utilize what we already had to invest into it instead of having to use our cash.
Very nice. That's very smart. Hey, these guys are couple goals. I hope to find someone that enjoys Pokemon as much as I do. Couple goals, you guys. Definitely pretty excited for that. Oh. So I think it's really great that you guys are supportive of each other, and you definitely very putly in a nice way. You definitely know how to budget. I think definitely have more of a okay, honey, we gotta stop on the pause of the spending here. I really like that at all. I really like that. I really like that. So you know what? We're gonna have a little break of Pokemon, and we're just gonna talk a little bit, if that's okay. So he talked about what he wants to become. Tell me about yourself. What are your goals? What are your collection goals?
Oh, no.
What are your future goals? What do you want later on? Let's say in 3 or 4 years. Where do you see yourself going?
Oh boy, I've been asked this a lot. I'm not entirely sure. I really enjoy doing lots of little things, but nothing seems to really stick as this is definitely what I'm going to do with my life. At one point, I wanted to be a math teacher, but then I've kind of realized I'm not good at teaching math to people who don't understand it. At another point, I'm an accountant, and I might still go and do that just because knowing that financial side and understanding how to do taxes would really help with all the investing we've kind of been doing. But I also enjoy doing other stuff like writing and just working. Really, I really have no idea where I plan on going. I'm probably at this point just going to do accounting and get into that because I think it's somewhere I would enjoy working, and then just having Pokemon on the side and probably doing a little bit of writing on the side too.
Hey, just mention a bit about math. I am Asian, and what is it? 2 plus 2 is 10. I don't know. You guys help me out here. I am a lawyer for a reason. Hey, you know what? Sometimes I lack with the writing too. Hopefully, none of the clients, none of the people that I work with who are watching this. That's a joke, you guys, but not the joke on the math. I'm terrible at math, so I fell a little behind on the low math. But hey, props to you with accounting. Oh my goodness. Oh, Are you planning to perhaps pursue to be with I think a CPA for accounting?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of looking into, I know the H&R Block does sort of these classes,
Uh-huh.
but um, I've looked into it a little bit and I'm trying to see where, like, exactly how those classes work and what kind of time it takes up, because I work at least 3 days a week, and that's 12-hour days, and that's a lot. And pretty tired and don't want to do anything during the week. So kudos to him for being able to manage school at the same time.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, especially with medical school. And Bob, I just want to show this comment real quick. Attend medical school. That's an extraordinary goal.
oh yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's really nuts. And I do want to mention real quick when I attended law school. Um I budgeting collecting Pokemon was so difficult for me, but at the same time, it was also one of to escape because I was so stressed out in law school. But going out and just looking at my collection, because back then when I started collecting, when I was stressed out in high school, because I was, basically long story, I started collecting in high school, so I was really stressed out. I came to this country at an older age, so when it was high school, it was so hard for me to adapt, and I was so stressed out in high school, and that's how I started just to go and started to collect Pokemon cards. So every time I went to law school, well, I'm sorry, every time I was stressed out during the finals of my law school, I would just go out, look at my collection, and go buy some packs or just watch videos. That's just basically a great stress reliever. So
mhm.
hopefully that's for some of you guys as well. Do you have your own personal collection, your own set, or do you guys completely share it all together?
I mean, pretty much everything's in our little storage shelf, kind of combined together. We make decisions about what we're gonna buy. Like we bought the Pokemon Rumble set.
Yeah.
All the and that was really a joint decision. It wasn't like, "Hey, I'm buying this." All right. It was more like, "Hey, what do you think? Maybe we can get this," and talking about it for a while. But for my own personal collection, I have a binder that I keep some of my own stuff in, and some of the cards I really like are the ones where they use the little clay models or the yarn. I personally think those are adorable, and I try to collect all of them, but they're spread out through all the sets for forever. I think they
Eh,
start back in like Neo Revelation or something, so you've got to go back really far, and they're not
mhm.
like special cards. They're commons and uncommons, so you got to search through everything and find them.
Yeah. By the way, did you get it myself? This is the Pokemon Rumble box that you guys bought, right? Ah, it's upside down. Did you guys buy to collect?
Sadly, we weren't able to get anything special like that, but we found a collection online that had the Pokemon Rumble cards. I think it had all of them except for the Japanese versions, which would be like the Krogunk,
Mhm.
Eevee, and something else. But we have all of the cards just in top loaders. We want to grade them and have them all look pretty on the shelf.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna ask you this because even though San is more of the financial guy in the relationship with Pokemon cards, so I'm gonna ask you this. And San, don't tell her. Don't tell her this. And I hope you guys share. If you don't feel comfortable, let me know. Give me an estimated price range of what you think your collection is worth now.
Oh, I actually do know this because I keep track
Okay.
of it. Um, I think we've bought a few extra things since I last did this, but I think the collection is probably around 20,000 or a little bit more than that. Which to me is pretty incredible considering the fact that we only started a year ago. To have either spent that much or accumulated that much is a lot that I never imagined, but yeah.
And how much do you think that you invested in that to gain the 20,000?
We've probably invested about 15,000, I think. So
you only net profited 5,000? I'm sorry. I just want to make sure.
yeah, something around that. It's been a while since I last pulled up the spreadsheet, and we've just kind of been crazy with waiting for a Shining Fates, so I haven't had the time, but something around that. And then everything kind of went up in price again because of Logan Paul again, so.
Okay. I'm a little bit shocked with that number, to be honest with you. I really am. So you invested in 15,000, but it only profited within 1 year 5,000. Huh. I'm a little bit shocked with that number, to be honest. I thought it would be a little bit higher. Is it?
I mean, we kind of wasted a bit of money at the beginning when we didn't really know anything, and we were buying a lot of packs and opening a lot of stuff. As we've gotten better optimizing, we've kind of slowed down how much stuff we purchase and invest in. It's been more of like, hold off, wait until a set comes out, and then we're going to buy our allocated amount, and then we're going to, wait until the next set comes out.
Gotcha.
We do have some items that have just increased in price like crazy. We have one blister pack for base set, which is my personally favorite item that we have, and that went up like at least 2 or 3 times what we paid for it. So
gotcha. And you know what, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing that number. And I'm sure Bob said the exact same thing, and I'm definitely gonna make a meme of myself repeating this, and please, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm gonna unsubscribe to this crazy Asian woman that keeps on talking about this crap. That's how people waste their money, and I'm so glad that you guys figured it out early. And you want to know something, Sarah and San? Sadly, some people don't in that stream has not figured it out yet because they're still there.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculously crazy. I'm gonna say opening packs is the worst type of investment, in any channel that pretends to give advice by saying, hey, you are properly investing by opening these packs and overrated at an overpriced price. To me, is a scam, and I'm gonna get disliked for that. And I'm gonna honestly just keep repeating that because that's the truth. And I'm really glad that you shared that, because that's not how you make money, and that's not investment, and that's just pure entertainment on that. May I ask how long you were opening packs for, a little bit, if you don't mind me going a little bit more details?
We were probably opening packs for maybe 3 months at the beginning. We started pretty heavily. Like, it was first just kind of the older packs, so they were expensive. Yeah. And then I think at one point we bought like a Neo Destiny pack for like $300. It was ridiculous. But we didn't know any better at that time, so we were like, oh, this is a great deal.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's just wow. Did those packs appreciate later on? Did you ever get the PSA card back from him?
We did get the PSA cards back.
Okay.
It took a long time. It was kind of difficult because he kicked both of us out of the Discord for arbitrary reasons. So neither of us could even keep track of them anymore without having to sit through his really long streams. And we didn't want to do that. So eventually, though, yes, we saw that they came back in and messaged him and made sure they got back to us. So I'm pretty sure we have everything from him now.
That's very good, because he was profiting like 100% of everything. That the pack rating was only actually $31 from PSA, and he was charging you guys $65, I think.
I think at the time we were there, it was still only 35. It was 30 something for grading an expensive card.
No, I'm talking about pack grading. He was charging like
pack
65.
grading. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was expensive.
That was crazy. That's just very much Yeah, it's not, and it's great entertainment, you guys. It's great entertainment. I mean, I love these channels. I do. I love some of the channels I watch, and I support my friends. I mean, I open packs, but I think there's got to be a limit to a line where they're saying, "Oh my God, you're gonna be pokey rich. Buy from me. Buy from me." That's that's totally misguided information, and I'm really glad
Yeah.
that we talked about this. And what if you get a good pull though? Good luck. I mean, good luck. Tell
I
me about it.
mean,
How often do you get a good pull buying all those packs?
we did not often get very many things.
Okay.
Surprisingly, one of our first packs, I think it
Uh-huh.
was our only fossil pack we opened, we pulled the Dragonite, and then the second fossil pack we opened, we pulled the Mew. So we pulled the two good cards. Um, other than that, we didn't often get anything from any modern sets for sure. We didn't really open a lot of the old packs because they were expensive, but if we did, we didn't often get the good stuff. And
Yeah.
then there were the like little all the little raffles they do and mystery packs that people do, and they're saying like, you can win. I'm like, but you're wasting like $50 not winning anything.
Yeah.
I was
I
surprisingly good at like somehow sniping those and managing to get the right spot. I'm probably won like at least 4 or 5 cards from those.
Yeah, that's terrible investment. I'm so sorry you went through that, and I think that's a great segue to going here regarding packs. What are some ways to contain yourself from opening packs and seal products? So you guys definitely do have a little bit of a seal product. So maybe you can guide through this with Sarah.
Um, let's see. I mean, I honestly, it's just some sort of restraint you just have to have. Uh,
Mhm.
I'm staring at all of our boxes over there right now. I think they look pretty sealed, and that's kind of how I stop myself from wanting to open it. But the other hassle is just knowing that when I open it, I have a lot of cards that now I have to do something with. And then I don't want to sort through everything and sell all the bulk and put all the good cards, top loaders and sleeves, and send them all off to PSA, which takes like 7, 8 months to a year to get back. And for me, it's more of a hassle almost to open it than it is just to keep it sealed, and it looks nicer sealed. Um, and then if I want those graded cards, I can just kind of go online and buy them rather
Yeah.
than opening them. I do enjoy opening every once in a while, like when the McDonald's
Mhm.
promos came out. I wanted to open just a few just because they were fun.
Mhm.
And sometimes when I'm at the store and if I find just like a single pack, like there was a local game store we went to that had Fates Collide packs for $2 a pack. So I
Mhm.
bought just a few of them because I hadn't opened it before, wanted to see what kind of cards there were in there, and didn't get anything. But it was fun just to open some packs and get the little thrill. And I was like, all right, those are cheap packs. It's okay. It's not like I wasted a lot of money on that. And everything else that's really expensive is just kind of there to be sealed. And
Yeah, that's true. And not only that, how I think of it is when I open the box, when I tear that Wizard of the Coast box wrapper or Pokemon wrapper out, when I open that, bang, it depreciates so fast. And the box, some of the cards, like a Flash Fire, for example, is probably 3,000. Even if I'm lucky, I pulled a chase card, which is a Mega Charizard. It's like what, $100? Was it
yeah,
$150 to bang? There, what's the point? Why am I open? And that's how I think of it. And that's how exactly how I think of it. What's the point? I am a very frugal investor or collector. I want to make sure I have every cent of my penny that goes to my pocket. And that's where I start to see a lot of these collectors and investor how they make the most money. And I see the same trend. They don't open packs. They just buy the card that they want and they keep what is it? How to gain the most money. And that's how I realized and I started to catch on. And the moment I started to catch on, because I made the same mistake at opening packs when I started collecting, as I thought it was an investment, and then I started to catch on, and after that, right now I just realized, uh, I mean, I have the sealed booster box in the back, and whoever can't maintain that will probably have a crazy collection in the back. So I'm pretty excited. But I'm really glad that you and Sam are on the right track, and I definitely do want to find out what is going on, how much of the profit that's going on, how much you guys are going to get, and your journey through life, and of course his journey to med school. And when is he applying, by the way?
Right now he's just going to university, getting his 4-year degree, and then I guess it's his next step towards his master's, I think. He hasn't applied yet for anything. He's just been getting to the first step.
Yeah. 2 of the products and open 1, keep 1. Exactly.
Oh yeah, we've done that.
Exactly. Any like last minute question, guys? Because I'm gonna give you the giveaway, and let me know. I always have fun time asking question. I'm really glad to get you guys on, especially with a new collector. You guys been on for a year. You guys shared your experience, how much you guys are invested, how much you guys make in a year. So I'm really glad, and I do hope that collection grow and keep making the videos, San. And excellent. By the way, cute hat.
Thank you.
Is your dad still here? Dave, are you still here? You probably left. It's really great that your dad is so supportive. My mom is like, go out, get a husband. My mom was like, what are these cards? That my mom is so funny. She's a little bit more supportive now, just a little bit. And but I thought it was great to anyways. Let me put you back out. There I am, you guys. I just want to make sure I give Sarah the spotlight because she's so quiet, and I gotta give Sarah the spotlight because we are definitely friends on Facebook, and I'm really glad that I reached out to you guys and eventually helped you guys on the right path. And I helped a lot of people in that stream. I am also banned on his Discord. I'm IP banned, not just banned, IP banned. So, but I'm really, really glad that you guys went out. I didn't probably no other questions. We're gonna do the giveaway. All right.
All right.
Bye, Sarah. Where's San? Let's say bye to San.
Say bye.
Thanks for having us on, PokeGal. Thank you.
Bye,
And
guys.
thanks to all you guys.
Exit the chat out.
Thanks for sitting with us.
Bye, guys. Take care. Exit. Hi. All right, guys. So it's you have me all to yourself. And thank you for that, you guys. I thought it was a great learning experience, especially with one collector. Was it a couple of collectors that are new that have been in collecting for a year? And just to reiterate what I've been saying for quite a while, just how to maximize the most money. And I'm really glad that I helped them on the journey, and I'm really glad that they helped their learning as well. So let me go here. Did you guys ever see the background that I have? Did you guys ever see the background that I have in the back? Oh, if you guys probably have, I thought it was so funny. Yeah. And you guys know that I've been collecting for so long, and I had my hands dirty, and I lost so much money at the beginning. And I do want to share how I make the most money, and how just go on and just it's just really difficult to see a lot of new collectors getting burnt out and just making the same mistakes that I did. So, but you guys know what? I did not pick up some shiny fates today, but we are gonna celebrate tomorrow after Squeak's live stream. I'm gonna go buy shiny fates. I'm gonna give it out to you guys. We hit a milestone of 600 sub. I'm so excited. You know what? Hold on, you guys. I have something that I wanted to do. I'm totally wearing my pajamas, but I have this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, that's my Carlton dance. I'm pretty excited, you guys. 600 sub. So excited. Started a small channel, but I trust me, when this channel gets a little bit bigger, and I hope it does, I'll always remember the people that are here with me and enjoying. And I gotta do this one more time. All right, you guys. All right. So for the giveaway, let me see here. Since we're doing shiny fates here, I'm going to money. Oh yeah. So let me here. Okay. So we're gonna do pass me energy so I can find shiny fates ETB tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck, and always be patient. So we're just gonna do the giveaway here and there. I'm not gonna switch to the camera because I'm getting a little bit tired. But tomorrow is gonna be legit. So I'm gonna do a little bit of giveaway. So elbow cough. So of course there's gonna be 2 winners. So you either get to pick, and you guys seen this before, but so it's either gonna be the money bat, Charizard promo, of course, 2 winners. The first winner gets to picked, and the Laprases, and of course we can't do Bubba Squad without you get a portfolio, yeah, and you get a little cute Bulbasaur deck. So the winner gets to choose. So let me get things going. I know, I can't wait for Squeaks as well. I have a lot of questions to ask him. I'm pretty excited. I wrote down some of the questions, and he's also he grades cards, and he also sells cards. So I'm pretty excited. I have a lot of questions to ask. All right, you guys. So let me go here. Okay. Hopefully, I get all the energy tomorrow. So pick a number 1 to 100, and good luck. Post. And since you guys are picking, I do want to talk real quick. I don't ask for donation. I could care less about donations for myself, but I do want to talk about the animal rescue that I'm heavily involved with, or I used to be before Pokemon, because I really like them. They are Karma Rescue, and that is short for Compassionate Animal Rescue for medical aid, and it's in Mission Viejo, you guys. Mission, not in Canada. Don't get that mixed up. It's got to be there. If you guys do want to donate, if you guys want to have a 501c that you guys want to donate, if you guys just want to support me or support the channel, I don't need any donation for myself. If you guys do, please do join and just donate to them. Let me pull up the website real quick, since I am going to share my screen as well. Okay. Where are they rescue? Okay. So that is their website. Go to their Facebook, like. Let me go here. And where is their donation link? There's their website. There you go, home. and then you click donate. So that's how you donate to their website. They are such a great, fantastic rescue. They've helped so much animals, dogs, cats, and if you guys remember, tax deductible, you guys, especially with tax season, and I'm a huge part of this rescue. And all right, you guys, I'm gonna quit here. I'm gonna do the number random.org. Exactly. Save the animals. Stop here. All right. Good luck, you guys. And I am not going to ship until next week because I have another stream tomorrow and I have plans on Saturday. So I'm going to either package on Monday and ship out on Tuesday or Wednesday. So just letting you guys know, but I have everything all set and I have everybody's address that have won in the past. So if you won here, I'm going to ship it all together if you won in the past. Okay. Good luck, you guys. Want to generate the number 59. Did anybody hit it like last time? 59. 57. We got 57. I think that's the closest. Let me put 57. 58. No way. Oh, I think 58's the winner. Yep. Jody, I think you are the winner. I think so. Excellent. Okay, message me on Instagram, on Facebook. Instagram, on Facebook, please. And Thomas, I'll throw you in there. Don't worry about it. 30, no problem. So message me on Facebook, you guys, on Jody, please, and tell me what you want. Can you? I think I want to change my answer. No. So what do you want? So the second winner can pick. Anyways, since he's deciding, I'm gonna generate the second one. It is 39. Okay, I think someone hit 39. Remember, I'm terrible at math. No. Okay, base blue boy. 36. Okay, we got 36. You guys, I think 36 is the winner. James. I think James is the winner. Yes, please, Kevin, please share the link for Karma. I would really, really appreciate this. Really, they're such a great rescue. They need all the donations that they can, and not only that, they focus on cats and dogs that are in medical. There's some medical rescue. If you can, please do share. Ask for donation. That will be great. Can I choose a Charizard card, please? Oh yeah, of course. Message me on Facebook or Instagram. It's in my description. Okay. You know what? Since I'm here, let me do the quick banner for you guys. Please do. Where's my banner? There you go. Let me go here. Let me close the comment. So make sure to please reach out to me. And let me see here. And I think the other one who won of how Karma is rated as a whole. Thank you. Let me hear. And James, what do you want? Let me know so I can start packaging and just put it in a little box so I know where to ship. That would be great. So PokeGal official, that's my website that's launching, and my Facebook, which is covered with Ariana T. Let me know. James, what do you want? Message me. Jody picked the Charizard. So let me write that down real quick. Okay, Charizard. Okay. James, message me. You get to pick whatever's left. Let me see. James, are you still there? Okay. Well, he won, so I'm pretty sure he can watch it again. So, let me go in here. Let me go back. So there you guys go. There you guys go. Okay. Pikachu. I don't have a no. There's no Pikachu, James. You Money Bat? No. Money Bat, Lapras, or Bulbasaur. There's no Pikachu. I see what you did there. That's kind of funny. But I'm a little bit hype up today, so I do want to talk to you guys. Pikachu in there, so he voided his chance. Good night. Good night, everyone. James, message me, please. So I always wanted to end with the same thing I end every time. You always got to invest in yourself. That's the best investment anybody can make within themselves. Always just invest yourself. And remember, at the end of the day, Pokemon cards is just cardboard. But with yourself, you definitely can learn more, and experience is the best thing. And like, The Office says, experience is the best teacher. You always got to invest yourself. And I always wanted to end this. And James, I'll be looking forward for your message as well. Message me. Invest in Hefe. Absolutely. Always invest in yourself. And I'll tell you guys something real quick, not that I'm here. I did not pass my bar exam in 3 tries. 3 tries. And nobody believed in me that I could do it except for myself. I live in California. And even my own parents, and even my own mother says, you got to stop this. You got to stop this. I couldn't pass it. It was terrible. And they said, you need to stop this. And I passed it on my 4th try. So I'm pretty excited. And I never gave up. And regardless, you got to have all the energy out there, block out. And that was the best investment, regardless of how much money I made in Pokemon, how much I made in property. I think the best was investing in myself. And I'm very, I think that's probably one of the best feeling, regardless of how much this goes down or goes up. It doesn't matter to me, because investing myself, and even Warren Buffett said that. So I know, and Bellsprout, oh God, I do not invest in Bellsprout. Okay, that's definitely it. And yeah, so I thought it was really great. And I came here in this country, barely speaking any English. And that's why I have a little bit of an Asian accent. And I really thought I couldn't do it. But it was amazing. I mean, I thought it was nuts that I came so far. But I always wanted to end, you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And I'm taking a week break after this, because I'm so tired of the stream. I also want to end with you guys with the most amazing man that I really like and invest. And by the way, Warren Buffett has 2 things that he said, 2 solid advice. The first thing is to investing is simple but not easy. Absolutely. So do your research. And Warren Buffett said, invest in yourself. And the next advice he said, invest on who you marry as well. So I thought it was kind of funny. All right, you guys, good night. Before I go on blab, take care and stay safe. Bye. See you tomorrow.